Shalom, Boker Tov, Bruchim Abaim. As we get you back to Jerusalem, we're here in Israel for the third and final day of the FIBA 3x3 Europe Cup 2023. The Elite Eight will enter the knockout rounds today in both the men's and women's competitions. Pretty nice weather. Certainly not as hot as it was yesterday, but there's still time. But that's okay. The action is going to heat up. You better believe that. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3, back with you. With my partner in crime, the Mountain, Boz Rosendahl. It's a half court. Just a reminder for you. 2 teams, 3 players at a time, 12-second shot clocks, 10-minute games, or the first to 21 wins. Those are the rules. You are about to see the teams, the 8 that remain in each the men's and women's competition. Started with 12 apiece. 18 countries representing. Only 3 countries will walk out of here with a medal at this 8th edition of the FIBA 3x3 Europe Cup. Getting started early today. Me and Boz have had a little bit of coffee, at least I have, Boz. How you feeling? You ready to roll? Final day.
I'm definitely ready to roll. I may have drank about 4 espressos this morning to get me there, though. It was a very quick turnaround.
Yes.
But I'm ready to go. You know, I'd love to see the battles out here on the court. Because as you know, there's been a bunch of battles for this city.
Yeah, speaking of battles, here is the women's bracket. You got the defending champion France that will face off against Portugal. Netherlands undefeated as they'll lace them up against Sonja Greiner in Germany. The Italians, maybe the biggest surprise from day one's pool play action. They will match up against Spain. And our final quarterfinal for the women, Lithuania and Czechia. Both of these teams dealing with a little bout of sickness, believe it or not. So hopefully they'll be at 100% today and put on a show for the quarterfinal, the final quarterfinal in the women's competition. We'll show you the men's bracket once we get to the men's competition, but we mind our manners around here, Boz. Ladies first.
Yep.
That's right. Team France and Portugal. Portugal's been a bit of a surprise here as they come into the action at 1-1. Here's a look at both teams' rosters. You got the reigning Europe Cup MVP, Miriam J. Kundade, and Leticia Guapo, a 2-time European champ, world champion as well, an Olympian, along with fellow Olympian Marie Paget and Hortense Limousin. As Team France will take the court first in the white. What are we expecting, or what are you expecting to see from this France-Portugal matchup?
Look, I think the key to the game for both teams is going to be how they can get out of the pressure, the defensive pressure from the other team, right? Both France and Portugal put a lot of pressure on the ball. I know France utilized a lot of off-ball movement, but I did see their offense halt a little bit yesterday. They reached the 21-point mark.
Not only in the second game, but the first game as well. We're running away from Ukraine. Ended up winning 19-10. They beat Czechia 20-10, but they did seem to lose a little bit of steam as the game went on. We'll see what Les Bleus, or Les Bleus, am I saying that right, Boz?
Les Bleus?
Les Bleus, what they bring this time.
Yeah.
I don't have a fancy way to say Portugal.
Me neither. But I know who's fancy on Portugal, though.
Who's that?
Emilia Ferreira.
Oh, she was hooping yesterday.
She was. She dropped in. Hey, did you see? Against Hungary, they scored 16 points. Guess how many she had?
She had to have at least 12.
13.
13. Bang, bang. Thank you, sir.
13 out of 16 points. That means there's one plan, that one thing they have to utilize, and that's feed the parking meter.
Yep, 17 points in total for Emilia Ferreira. She's the top scorer for this Portugal team. She's joined by Joana Soeiro, Laura Ferreira, and Marcia da Costa. Again, they come in 1-1. Picked up a huge overtime win against, well, no, they lost in overtime, excuse me, to Lithuania. Probably should have been a W for them. Portugal could very well be coming into the day's competition at 2-0.
Yeah, they should have been up. If they were up big in that game, and they could have closed that out. They didn't, though.
You know, Boz, they've been the trendy team that I've heard brought up this morning. When it comes to a team that could potentially pull off an upset. Don't tell Leticia Guapo that we said that.
Yeah, just keep quiet.
Yeah, gold medalist this year at the World Cup. Pulled off a double last year. No, not this year's World Cup. That stat was wrong.
Yeah.
Team
Last
USA.
year's World Cup. Team USA got in the way of that.
That's right. That's all right.
Last year they pulled off a double for sure.
Yes, last year was the double. This year came fairly close, pretty close, but didn't come out with the gold. Doesn't matter. They got gold on their mind today. There's Joana Soero. She's in there somewhere. There she is. Love her her energy, her personality. Always upbeat, always dancing, and she's got a deep bag too. Nice passer. She's going to have to take her game to the next level, though, here against France. They are the defending champs. They are the 1 seed. They are the favorite. They come in unbeaten. Quarterfinal number 1 coming your way from the Sultan's pool here at Mitchell Park.
Right underneath Mount Zion, huh?
Yeah.
Close to that old city. I might still steal another visit to that old city today.
You know,
I might skip in there for a little bit of game.
I think we will on a session break today.
Yep.
Get one last look at the old city. One last look at these teams before we start. Now it's on. The voice of the mountain here with you. Laura Ferreira sizing up Guapo. We'll hand it over. The other Ferreira. I wonder if they're family. It's a reasonable question. Anyway. No bucket for Portugal to start things off. Page pulls up mid-range. Stroke one, stroke it. Laura Ferreira will get it clear. Emilia. Sia nearly lost it out of bounds. I think she can throw that off of Guapo, but they ran out of time.
Yeah, that's a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation.
Some maybe some jitters there for Portugal, who are losing control of the rock here. Not utilizing that strength of Ferreira down low just yet. Although I gotta say, she did hit some twos yesterday as well.
She did. Kind of showing that she could extend that range. I was a little bit shocked. I knew she was dominant inside. Didn't know that she could stroke the 2 like that. Hit 3 of 8 two-point attempts yesterday. So I'm sure that France has done their scouting report. They know that she's not a player that they can leave open. Maria Page, by the way, also a player not to be left open. 4 of 7 from 2-point range yesterday, 57%.
Yep.
She's on the bench right now, but just something to put in your back pocket once she re-enters the game. And while this game is underway, we don't have a score yet. 40 ticks in. Reminder: this is single elimination, knockout rounds. So it's either show up or get shown out at this stage of the Europe Cup. La Guapa does not get the bucket. Guapo spinning, baseline, working on Laura. Does not get the cookie in the cup. Laura will hand it over to Soero.
Oh, offensive foul there as that Ferreira screen just leveled Guapo.
Yeah, Guapo hit the deck pretty hard, but she bounces right back up. She's a tough cookie. She's going to get a rest right now, as is Laura Ferreira, as Marie Page will come back in the game. She'll get it over to last year's MVP of this competition, Jay Kudade, setting the screen for a longtime teammate, Limonson. Limonson can't land it, but she'll get it back. Page, she's at the table.
See, and this is what makes Limonson so good. They're trying to utilize that mismatch with Emilia Ferreira down low, who's got a pretty big size advantage, let's just say that. Limonson got low, pushed her out of the way, and then she couldn't catch that ball.
Yeah, Emilia Ferreira standing at 184, 26 years old. She's been 3x3 years in front of her. Sometimes trying to stay in front of Page, but Portugal are going to get called for a second foul. And obviously, we talked about France slowing down offensively yesterday. They still were close to the 21-point mark. Portugal has not sniffed the 21 mark.
Nope.
Only 10 against Hungary. 16 and 13 in that loss to Lithuania. So they got to find a way to ignite that offense, especially against Team France.
Yeah, and that's also an attest to the greatness of Team France, right? That we're sitting here speaking about the fact that I didn't make the 21 points twice. That means you're used to that.
Yes. Gotta have those. Those that can't get it, but the ball comes back to her. down to Ferreira. Now, here's Secundade. That defense is being tested. She held her own that time. La Guapa. Gets nada from the corner. Laura. Got a foul away from the ball. I think that's un guapo.
Yeah, and I saw Laura Ferreira picking up the Wilson there, waiting for her teammates to utilize the off-ball screening action. I'd say keep your dribble alive in that case, because now she was stuck. Got pressured out of any action. Lucky a foul was called there.
Ferreira to Ferreira. Oh, that's the matchup they want. Oh, Soero from deep range. Good. Usually Masson getting active underneath, but that's what's going to be open in this Portugal offense. They're going to be committed to stopping Ferreira on the block. If the shooters shoot, that's going to give Portugal a chance in this game against France. But they not only shoot but make it. But you know what I mean. If the shooters shoot. Oh, take that back like an insult. Secundade with the slap. She had a couple of vicious blocks yesterday.
You remember that two-hand?
Yes, I do.
I don't even have words for that. That wasn't volleyball.
I didn't see it in the. I didn't see it in the top 5 plays. Secundade second in the Women's Series in blocks this year. I think she's only played in like seven events. Meantime, she's driving. Guapo's out of there, and that one's in there. Early 2-point lead for France. Not a high score. Soero took her on a drive.
Second drive in a row for Soero, who's looking to take things into her own hands here.
Yeah, we've yet to see Soero really emerge, and she's got the ability, make no mistake about it, to be a contributor offensively in that way. She's more of a facilitator, but a streaky shooter. And if she gets it going, she certainly can help her team. Soero comes into the quarterfinals with just 2 points to her name.
Well, she's tied at already. She already got 2.
Already here in the quarterfinals. So here early, while France lead, I think a lower scoring game plays more in the favor of Portugal.
It sure does.
I don't think they can win a sprint with France, you know, given the French's offensive capability.
Yeah, you're right about that. Lower scoring game definitely favors Portugal. It might just be the quick turnaround for France as well. Think about it. They played late last night. I think the third to last game.
Yep.
And now they're playing the first game of the day. That's a very quick turnaround.
Yep, both of these teams in action on day 2 of group play. Portugal assessing the defense. Da Costa will let it fly. Takes the rainbow. High arc. Drops through. Portugal in front by 1. Ajay runs into some tough D. Secundade, long range, no man. Limusson lost the handle on it. Did she get some help?
That will be Portugal ball.
Yeah, just lost it. We saw a couple plays like that yesterday with Limusson. Just lost the handle on it. She has baby oil on her fingers or something. Da Costa being featured now. Da Costa, with the scoop he did.
All right.
2-point lead for the Portuguese. Limusson could even things up with 1 stroke. She does not do it. Laura Ferreira. Over to Da Costa. Over to Soero. Soero. Soero's going to pull the trigger. It's a misfire. Lands in the lap of Da Costa. Guapo pokes it away. Wait a minute. Some action down low. And that one's going to be called on Paget. So Portugal out front here, still early. Not even midway through yet, but getting close. 5:54 exactly on the game clock. Quarterfinal number 1.
Yeah, I love how they're keeping the court small. France's off-ball movement isn't working, so it's going to have to be one-on-ones and shots for France. Portugal is actually doing a better job of taking advantage of that.
Feel the breeze. Tornadic spin move from Ferreira. Ferreira. I'm liking what I'm seeing from her so far.
Oh, yeah.
She's a terror. The Good move on Jacob Dottie, actually the taller player.
Lengthier as well.
Yeah, but Ferreira's, look how aggressive she's playing. Another foul called on France.
A little bit on their heels right now.
Just a tad bit. Portugal off to a promising start, 6-3. This would be a major upset if, and that's a big if they pull it off. But so this is the 22 seed against the 1 seed.
That would be a huge upset. Something nobody expects.
Dade swats that. Oh my goodness. Beat it, beat it, beat it. Come on, that's your part, boss.
I can't get that high. I don't have that kind of vocals in me.
Doesn't matter who's wrong. All right, 63. I'm trying to wake us up, boss.
You're right. But again, pick a song that I can.
That's a classic, man.
I need the baritone.
That's
vocals.
Mike Jack, man.
You're right about that.
Oh,
sorry.
All right, Limo's song. Here's the MIDI. Limo's song. She's gonna get looks like that. She can create off the dribble. She might be in trouble now. Ferreira wants to rock. They don't give it to her. Ferreira with the ball fake. Ferreira gets it up. Same spot that we just saw Limo's song hit one. I can do that too. La Guapa reroutes to the crib. She's going. She lays it in. 7-5. The action heating up like the weather. As Ferreira will clean up the mess. Back out to a three-point advantage. La Guapa gives it up. Limoson, your turn. Cross court she goes to Jay Kudade. Jay Kudade, she's got the quickness. She's got a bucket.
They're going to have to utilize that more. They're going to have to try to attack Emilia Ferreira because they are more speedy than her for sure.
Oh, they're going to leave Limoson open. Limoson still decide to drive.
I would have shot that.
Oh, well, yeah. Funny though, she still was able to get to the rim. Ferreira. Down to the basement, but she doesn't come up with a bucket. Jay Kudade will clear it. Quickly swung over to Limoson. Back to you. Former world number 1, La Guapa. She will draw a foul on Laura Ferreira, number 3 on Portugal, as we head into our second TV timeout. 3:53 left. Portugal. I don't know how many people would have had her not only in the game at this point, but up in the game at this point, but yet here they are, boss.
Yeah, they've been putting pressure on the rim. They've been putting pressure on France, and their pressure on the ball's been working as well on defense. France just haven't been able to utilize any of their screening action right now, and it's all coming from one-on-one action. They're not hitting any twos either. As we saw, Limousin just opt not to take a wide open two and drive at the way bigger Emilia Ferreira.
Yeah, and I think what I recognize from Portugal is the contributions they've gotten from the players that aren't considered the stars. So Soeiro, right, who came in with, what, 2 points out of group play. She's played well so far offensively. How about Marcia da Costa as well?
Yep.
Chipping in. So it's not all about the Ferreiras.
I like the versatility of this Portugal team, and also I like their feistiness.
They are feisty. I think it's one of the attributes that, you take note of when you look at this team. They got some skills to go with that feistiness, and right now they got a 2-point lead. An offensive foul is called, and ooh, they pumped up now.
3:45 to go and 6 points on France. Would you have guessed that?
No, well, yeah. No. I was going to say, well, they haven't been as efficient offensively as normal. I'm having some folks right now saying, "I told you."
Yeah, you're right.
I remember I said I heard several people say this morning, "Watch out for Portugal. I like them. I think they can." And I said, "Yeah, me too." But they are going up against France, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's keep it and wait 1 minute.
Let's not jinx it.
And, well, no. May the best team win.
Yes.
May the best team win. I like to see a good game. And just, Portugal's been impressive. But with 3:30 to play, make no mistake, France is the type of team that can go on an 8 to 10 point run in a blink, and things could change very, very, very quickly. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, you're right about that. Their list of accolades is so long, and that's with a reason too.
Yeah, but Portugal are the aggressors right now. Limoson. Cannot snuff out her own miss. Ferreira will clear it. She's going to repost. You better believe that. Ferreira kicks it out. Soero swings it. Da Costa with the move, drops it off. That is beautiful. Oh, got to finish that. Ferreira will get a second opportunity. Misses that too. Those are the plays.
Oh, that was beautiful team basketball, but you got to reward yourself with a layup there.
And Ferreira has made so many difficult shots, contested shots. That one seemed like it was a bunny and just blew it.
Yeah, although France doesn't capitalize on that, turning the ball over on a travel. So we got Portugal back in possession here.
Still separated by 2 points. Under 3 minutes now. It's been that way for the last 60 seconds. Ferreira working from the high elbow. Da Costa too strong on the jumper. She'll swing it. Laura. Step back. Cash money.
It's a 4-point lead for Portugal on that shot. Again, we're under 3 minutes. What's France going to do?
Foul on the baseline. Yeah, if you're France though, you can't panic in this scenario. It's a two possession game, but they have come out flat.
Yeah, and I know how this feels, right? Because again, in 3x3, the first couple of minutes of the game, you're going to start looking for what works, what action is going to work against the team, and they haven't found anything yet. And we're at the end of the game now. So you're still searching, right? With 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go, and that starts to feel like you can't breathe at a certain point.
Yeah, and you know, a younger team actually would panic in this scenario. And they start forcing plays, making more mistakes, but it's certainly not something you would expect out of this four from France, who, you know, spoken to the success they've had as a group. They've seen it all. Right now they're seeing themselves down by 2 possessions with time starting to wind down. It's crunch time. Guapo. No. Whoa.
They better start finding some offense.
And the thing is, Ferreira's played well. But, you know, if thinking about if Portugal wins, you would say, oh yeah, Ferreira, you would envision her having a dominant game. This has been a well-rounded performance from Portugal so far.
Especially on the defensive end. Think about it.
Pass, Ferreira, double team, jump off, great smothered defense there from the blue.
France is making a very, very obvious point of not having Ferreira get hot. They are double teaming her on the block and daring Portugal to get that kick out pass going and shoot.
She gets more attention than an only child. And her teammates can help her out from outside that arc. Portugal will likely find themselves in the W category heading to the semifinals. We're going to find out in the next minute 42. Soero trying to give it to Page. Soero falling away, touches nothing. It's a shot clock violation. Minute 24. Technically a 1 possession game because you can get fouled on a 2-pointer, right?
Yeah, and drop it in.
Yes.
That will be 3, but
usually this is a 2 possession game, but technically speaking. Anyway, back to where we go. Guapo navigating through the lane. They haven't got much from Guapo in this one.
They have not.
Costa gets the step of Page. Almost an and one, but instead just 1 free throw attempt. Big trip to the stripe here for Marcia Da Costa. Trying to pull off the upset of upsets to start the day here in Jerusalem. Funny thing, they don't. Portugal's never played France head-to-head in a national competition.
Do the first time as any.
I'm trying to tell you, 4-point game, under a minute to play. Ferreira is going to poke that out of bounds. While they don't get the steal, they do put France in a tough position with 4.7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Limonson defended by Soero. Here comes Limonson. That's an offensive foul. Jake Mudati knew that there would be an offensive foul called, and that's exactly what France don't need. Shooting themselves in the foot, the defending champs on the ropes here. Looking a little woozy. Portugal will start the offense from the free throw line. Laura to Amelia. She chunks the deuces. Song will recover. Oh my goodness, she crossed her down to one leg. Did you see that? 11-7. All right, hey, Soedo. She will fire it up, mid-range. Nope, but look at the clock here. 20 seconds left. Song with the rebound. Foul on Soedo. That is only number 5. So, what an impressive game for Portugal. Not in jeopardy of the penalty, still with 1 foul to give. With 17 seconds remaining, Portugal lead the defending champs by 4. This is where they can use some merry magic. Marianne Paget lets it go from 2. Oh, this is going to be a Portugal win, y'all. France forced a foul, and they have shocked the 3x3 world in the women's competition. This came out of nowhere like an epiphany. Portugal stand up. They're on the brink of a major upset. This one's pretty much in the bag as Laura Ferreira will put the final touches on an impressive performance from the 22 seed. The 22 seed. They're going to finish better than they did at last year's Europe Cup, where Portugal ended up 9th. That 5-point lead is, make that a 6-point lead. That is going to put this one away. France will not be medaling in 2023 after taking gold in last year's edition. Portugal with the upset to start the day here in Jerusalem. Could be the beginning of a Cinderella run with more dancing in store. 13-7. What you know about that, Portugal? Good way to start the day. So we knew that there were some issues with France's offense from group play, although they did start off 2-0, and they came out absolutely flat. Had no some coaching in her future. They coached themselves to victory. Great job in the books, studying up on their opponent. They put together a great game plan against France, and they come away with a dub. So it'll be Portugal moving on, ladies and gentlemen. if that's any indicator of what we can expect the rest of the day, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild here in Jerusalem as we will hand out our 8th gold medal at the Europe Cup. Wow. Okay. Look at the highlights. Enjoy them as the quarterfinals will continue. We got plenty more on the way. Of course, we'll be getting to the men's competition. Of course, Germany is on deck as well. Germany and Netherlands, that should be a good one. But what a start to day 3 here in Jerusalem. We're back to the action in a few moments. Enjoy the highlights from a Portuguese dub.
The next quarterfinal between Netherlands and Germany.
All right, we find out who qualifies for the semis in the next one. Who's going to join Portugal? Germany or the Netherlands? Well, the Dutch are coming in as the unscathed team out of group play. Netherlands coming in 2-0. Picked up a 10-point win over Luxembourg and a 21-15 win over Spain. You get a look at both teams' rosters. Although Germany coming as the higher seed, the 2 seed, they had a mixed bag coming out of group play. We haven't seen them since day 1 of group play. Lost to Italy, big, and bounced back with just a 2-point win over Israel. But it was enough to get them here. What will they do with a Dutch team that's coming in playing confident, looking good, looking strong, and looking to earn their first gold medal at the Europe Cup? Here they are in all their glory. Janice Boonstra, Lois Bettenville, Kiki Florin, and Nortje Driesen.
There you go.
Nortje. That's a quick transition from I'm just saying.
You're right. Hey, look. Netherlands was the most efficient team from 1 point on day 1. They hit a blistering 76% of their shots inside the arc, and were surgical in their pick and roll wins of offense and their wins against Luxembourg and Spain. They need to sprinkle in some 2s.
Yep.
That might help.
Their 2-point percentage, 23%, 5 of 22 buys. So I get what you're saying. Efficient inside the arc. Here's Germany, by the way, with Emma Degbion and Jenny Crowder of the Dusseldorf Zoos. Sonja Kleinerer, the former world #1, with her partner in crime, Teresa Simon. Germany will look to turn the page a little bit. Again, the 2 seed, but didn't quite live up to the billing in the first couple of games that we saw them. Germany's top scorer is Greinerer, who comes out of group play with an average of 6 points per game. Greinerer also stepped out and hit a couple of 2s. There's Nortje Driesen. Driesen coming in with 16 points to lead the Netherlands. That's good for an 8 points per game average. Hit 10 of her 13 shots inside the arc. There's Greinerer right there. So Greinerer, 4 of 12 from the great beyond. So a couple of players that are the model of versatility. What do you like from this Dutch team? The reason why I ask you that is not because you're from the Netherlands, but
am I?
Because they am I? Because they're the team that come in undefeated.
Yeah, you're right. Again, I like the pick and roll offense. They have been surgical, but I also like Janice Boonstra's hustle. She's been getting her hands on a lot of loose balls and a lot of rebounds, and that works.
Yep.
Lois Bettenville, she stepped her game up. But I think the main one we got to talk about is Nortje Driesen. She scored the most points on the team, showed some versatility, and really upped her game in the last year or so.
She has grown up before our eyes. It's a pleasure watching her play now. Speaking of Driesen, she's going to start with the cookie, steps back. She'll get it over to Lois Lane. Lois Lane with the up fake, defended well, and fires that one out of bounds. You don't see him like that too often. Anyway, Kreinerer will start the possession. Get some pesky defense from Lois Lane up top. Greinerer hands it off. Took everything that Germany had to dig out a win against Israel. That was a battle. They were going up against Drew Edelman day one. And Sonia hit a big 2 late. Obviously, the go-ahead 2 came courtesy of Simon. That 2 was the one that decided again, 15-13.
Yeah, Sonia stepped up her game in the second game of the day for them to try to qualify them for this. She started, instead of just posting up, she started hitting some mid-range shots, sprinkling in some 2s, really pulled her team out of a hole against Israel and brought them all the way here.
And absolutely had to have it. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. No score yet. Nearly a minute into our second quarterfinal. Our officials in this one, by the way, Yasmina Uris and Alex Telesin. Dreesen will set up on the right wing. Janice with the quickness to the cup. Boonstra coming off a Women's Series MVP and the first Women's Series win ever for the Netherlands. Got that done in Portugal. Greiner hands it over to Seaman. Seaman waiting for the screen. She'll get it down to Greiner. Sunny G will get a second try and makes her pay. 2-for-1 discount. At least she's hoping so. Got a chance to get a 2-point play at the free throw line. Greiner grinding. And Greiner, not a problem at the stripe. Lois Lane and Kiki Florin. Yeah,
Kiki might be the X factor for this team. We haven't seen her go off, and I know she can. She's able to hit a lot of 2-point shots, but drive as well. She's kind of taking a backseat here to Nortje, Lois, and Janice. Just a little bit, not all the way. But I think she could be the X factor here in this game.
Well, nothing wrong with playing your position, playing a role. She's got to knock down the shots when they come to her. Oh, Jenny. Quick move to the left. Crowder showing some power. Scored it over Boonstra. Another and one chance. And cannot capitalize with a 3-1 Germany lead. Dreesen, nice move. 2-on-1 advantage. She slices through the defense, but misses the layup. Amadek Bion.
Germany using that size advantage right now versus the Dutch.
Deg Bion, who was pretty quiet in group play. I think she's an X factor, could be a difference maker. Neither one of these teams shooting great coming out of group play from 2-point range. Germany's 26%, and again, the Netherlands 23%. Right now, it's a 3-point advantage for the Germans. 2021 Women's Series winner, Greiner, doesn't win that battle on that possession. Good defense, though. Greiner stretches out, blocks it. Has the Wilson in hand. Bettenville will swipe it away. That'll leave 10 seconds on the shot clock. For the Germans to go back to work. Deg Bion is back in. Crowder's going to get a rest. Deg Bion down to the block, playing aggressively at least. Oh, snatches that back. Wait. Wasn't she supposed to clear that? Was a change of possession?
It looked like it.
I've been wrong a couple times yesterday, so travel's call. Maybe didn't possess it long enough, but it looked like a change of possession.
It did look like a change of possession to me, but maybe she didn't have the ball in her hands all the way. Maybe the possession wasn't clear. Referees are letting it go.
Yep. Timeout on the floor. TV timeout, that is. This is our second quarterfinal. Another battle between Germany and Netherlands. Two countries who have met 4 times on the national or international level. And 2-2. The tiebreaker, so to speak. Janice Monstra making her move. I like this matchup between she and Degbion. Degbion gets called for the foul. So Monstra having a banner season. 4th in player value at that Comte de Gare Women's Series stop. Misses the free throw. She'll get it back. She will pull the trigger. Bang, bang. Everyone's starting to wake up as they pull within 2.
Yeah, that coffee's starting to hit. They needed that too badly to get back into this game.
Greiner with a tough shot. Late in the shot clock. Good defense from Kiki.
Yep. So the Dutch have been having a tough time of it, finding some offense, but they're missing some bunnies. That's mainly it. They are getting to the basket. They're missing the layups. Making this one, though.
Hell of a move from Kiki Florin. Hell of a move. Benville's whistle for the foul. That's a tough assignment. People forget that Sonny G was the best player in the game. You know, we're talking about 12 months ago. 12 to 24 months ago. #1 in the world. Again, Women's Series champion Simon. Does not see the layup go down. She'll hustle out and try to defend Kiki, who just made a tough layup. Ooh. Teresa Simon gets whistle for the shooting foul. That's #4 on Germany. That puts Kiki on the line. Florin, 4 events played on the Women's Series this year. Solid numbers, 4.6 points per game. We now have a 5-4 game. I think Kiki might be in trouble here. Oh no. Halfway down and came out. Greiner, instead of fading away, I thought she should have probably headed towards the rim in that matchup, boss.
Maybe, but she is so much taller than Kiki Florin that it's tough to try to get momentum going towards the basket. So I get the fadeaway. She's got a nice little shot, too.
No, she does, but why not go straight up? Yeah. Fadeaway is, to me, attempting the fadeaway is a lot harder than against a smaller player than just facing.
Let me tell you why it's not.
Why?
This is post-game 101. If you go straight up, a smaller player will step underneath you and will kind of make you second-guess your shot, right?
Okay.
And then if you fade, there's not going to be anybody close. So you know you're going to get your touch. You know you're not going to be afraid of landing on somebody's foot. So I'd rather take that fadeaway as well.
I can dig that.
But it does give up rebound position, so you better make that shot. She did not.
And you are a 7-footer who utilized the fadeaway from time to time.
I used to, yes.
You had guys like me saying, man, he's 7 foot, he should just be going up, dunking on everything. Now you did body some people, boss.
I did.
You did body some folks, I'm just saying. Monstra gets it up quick. Too much on it. Germany quickly keeping that ball moving. And Wilson is being shared as Crowder. Tough attempt. Bettenville will come away with it. I think they got an opportunity to get a bucket in the post. My goodness, she sent her flying.
Yeah, that's a clear strength advantage right there.
Greiner bumping and grinding. Comes away with the meeting. Dreesen changes direction. Nortja swings it over to Lois Lane. She misses it right.
And see, this is the one part of the game where the Dutch, if they have a good game, they're getting to the basket, they're getting some rolls out of pick and roll. Haven't seen much of that. The length of the Germany team is bothering them. Germany's obviously using that on offense to gain an advantage here.
Simon down to Degbion.
Oh, she grabbed Kiki, so that would be an offensive foul.
Oh yeah, offensive foul. Dreesen will start the possession. Here, Dreesen coming in with 16 big ones to lead her team. Dreesen's what, 24, 23? 24 years old. Couple of misses here from the Dutch. So the Orange Lions try to lock in on defense here. They trail it by 1. Teresa has that one deflected. Degbion muscles one up. Misses it, does get it back. And she's good on the second attempt. And Degbion was quiet coming out of group play. Making an impact here. Their least leading score. You've ever heard that phrase before?
The what?
The least leading score.
No, I have not. You just coined that, huh?
Yeah, I did. Point is, she had the least amount of points. 3 points come out of group play. She got at least 2 in this one. And a 2-point German lead. Florin. No.
Just waiting for the foul call. I would have just gone up with it. She was trying to get contact and get a foul called on her on that drive.
Now, I was gonna say she needs some help. Griner misses a couple that she normally would make, and then picks up a ticky-tack foul.
That's compounding mistakes, right?
Yeah, I think that's number 6, right?
It is number 6, and that is a frustration foul, right? You get an easy look, you miss it, you get a rebound, and another easy look, you miss that, and you smack a player.
So Germany hasn't rid themselves of some of the miscues to this point. Netherlands trying to take advantage.
Hey, Netherlands got to find some offense, though.
Netherlands, who took bronze at the Europe Cup last year, they want a higher quality precious metal this time. Preferably gold. Preferably.
Coming up with the Austin Powers references here. Come on now.
Man, all the classics. They stick with me. Nortje. Down low. Boonstra. Boom shakalaka. NBA Street. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
7-6. Jenny from the block. Gives it to Sunny G. Teresa took a gamble there defensively. Did Dreesen touch it last?
Well, referee Yasmina Yuris is saying she did.
Seaman reached in there. Was some contact, but obviously touched the ball first. Earns a possession for the Germans. On the baseline, Bedville gets called for the blocking foul. Just the 4th on the Netherlands.
Very low scoring game so far. It has been a grind this morning. Well, this game anyway.
Yeah. I mean, the Portugal win over France wasn't exactly a fireworks show.
No, it was not. Defensive fireworks.
Yeah.
But I know you're more of an offensive type dude.
Yeah, put the cookie in the cup. That's the name of the game. That's what Degbion is doing, what she was doing. Okay, now she's back.
Germany is just feasting on second chance points here. They are not making the first shot, but they're getting that rebound every time. Oh.
Uh-oh, didn't clear it. Didn't clear it. So no bucket. Wasted possession for the Netherlands. And you're right. You know, this is the advantage that you would assume that Germany would be able to exercise with the size of Degbion and Sonja Griner. And here against the Dutch, they're doing just that. Lead it by 3, and they're going right back down to the post. Degbion tied up that time. Boonstra locking up.
Oh, maybe reaching in on that. She played good defense.
The whole possession.
Only get, kind of like bought her an extra second and then smacked down at the end of the shot clock. Just let her heave it up. Get a rebound.
So Janice, a little bit disappointed with how that turned out. Got caught reaching in the cookie jar. And Degbion is going to make her pay. Degbion having a stellar game for Germany. Excuse me. 4 points for her. Already has eclipsed her point total from 2 games in group play. Snags a tough rebound. Give me that, and she'll throw it away.
Yep. Bit of a miscue there between her and Jenny Crowder. So the Dutch will get another chance, but again, we're about 8 minutes in. They only have 6 points. They haven't found a consistent source of offense just yet. The pick and roll isn't working all that well. They haven't shot anything from the outside, to be honest with you.
No, haven't gotten 2 from Florin. Haven't gotten a 2 from Dreesen. They don't have the possession anymore because that one is thrown away. I don't know. Maybe it's the early start for the. I was gonna say the top seeds, but actually Germany is the higher seed. But I don't know. Need a shot of espresso for sure at this point, as it's down to 153 in this game.
Maybe even a shot of Arak.
Yeah, that might help too. But you know, on a day like this and the complexion of the games, normally a 2-possession lead, a 4-point lead isn't so much, but it feels bigger than what it is, right?
Yes, it does.
Defense leads the offense. They can thank Lois Lane for that. Greiner back to the bucket. She's denied by some tough D from Dreesen. Maybe Netherlands can shift the momentum here. They throw it away. A lot of miscues.
Yeah, they are not mentally focused right now, throwing the ball away and some easy opportunities for a bucket. Minute 30 to go, you got to have that.
Portugal waiting in the semifinals. Right now, Germany looks to be the team to join them. Still a minute 26, so undecided. Germany with no more fouls to give, but that's something to worry about when they're on defense. Right now, they got the Wilson in hand. Jenny Crowder will open the possession. Kiki Florence defending. Sunny G wants to rock. Give it to me. She'll give it back. Crowder's got space. Crowder waiting for the screen. Sunny G sets it. Crowder runs to the baseline.
Runs into the baseline.
Yeah, like literally. The baseline usually serves as an extra defender. I don't think you go to the baseline unless you most certainly got a step. But what do I know? Dreesen, Janice, Boonstra. Oh, high arc. Some gold at the end of that rainbow.
They needed that one.
10-9. Netherlands needed it in the worst way. They pull within 1. Deg beyond. Tough shot on the move. Boonstra will recover. Florent. Mismatch down low. Janice finds an open shooter. Dreesen with a drizzle. Netherlands jump in front. The offense had been non-existent, and now all of a sudden they come alive exactly when they need it. Double foul is called. Boonstra looked like Boonstra was volunteering herself for a foul. She was out of position. Apparently both players got tied up. And the call is a double foul. So it kind of cancels itself out. Now the Orange Lions are very much alive and awake. So their unbeaten record here in Jerusalem got a chance to extend it and get to the semifinals. 26 seconds left. Netherlands lead by 1. Of course, Germany could tie or take the lead. Neither team could foul. Late in the shot clock, Teresa puts it up, and it's a shot clock violation. So 21 seconds left in this game. Dreesen. They're going to use some clock here. Certainly want to come away with a bucket. That 1-point lead is not safe. Kiki, jab step, working on Seema, takes it to the crib. Netherlands lead by 2. Oh, and Germany throw it away. That's probably going to cost them the game. Most certainly gave no chance for Germany. This one's done. Netherlands come from behind. The Orange Lions moving on to the semifinals. Germany in front for most of the game. Netherlands was out of sync. They managed to find the formula late. 12-10, the final. Congratulations to the Netherlands. Germany, so after 2 quarterfinals, the 1 and the 2 seeds are out of this competition. You never know. You never know how things are going to play out But what a win. What a W for the Netherlands. Of course, Bas is out there smiling. He's impartial. But he's standing by with Lois Lane. Lois Bettenville with Bas. Let's hear what she has to say about her squad going to
Lois,
the semis.
Congrats, you made it to the semifinals. Talk about you guys' game plan going into this game, please.
Our game plan was different, but I don't know, we really started really bad and not our game at all. But in the end, I don't know how, but we won.
You got some trust in your teammates, huh? Because they made some big shots down the stretch. Kiki came through with the last layup. Talk about her contributions to the game.
She's playing really well and she can shoot, she can drive, she can play defense, even on the post. So she's doing a really good job.
All right, well, thank you. Congratulations. Good luck in the semifinals. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
All right. Lekker.
Hello, Chela Sale. Hello.
Did Bas say liquor?
Hello.
No, I'm just, maybe that means
Good
good job. Somebody teach me some more Dutch. We're going to see some more of the Dutch, that's for sure. Semi-final bound with Portugal so far. Here, day number 3 of the action from Jerusalem. We'll get it over to the men's quarterfinal action coming up next. But what a start to the day. Again, the 1 and 2 seeds ousted in somewhat of shockers. Of course, France losing to Portugal. And then Netherlands storming back against the Germans and snatching a dub that secures their spot in the semifinals. So that's what's set so far. We got a lot more action coming your way. Enjoy the rest of the highlights as we get ready for the men's quarterfinals. Serbia and Netherlands on deck from here in Jerusalem. In the Netherlands, that's going to be a good one. How about Latvia? Strong 2-0 coming out of group play. Keep an eye on them against Czechia, Lithuania, and Belgium. That's another one that you certainly should have circled, as those rivals will clash. And what's our last quarterfinal? Oh yeah, Belgium. The Belgium men and French men. That would be the last men's quarterfinal. Here are your two teams getting ready to step between the lines. Serbia and Netherlands. Netherlands is a team on the come up. First time we've seen this collection of 4 representing the orange. But first we got to see who's representing Serbia. For the first time since 2014, they will not have the living legend Dejan Majstorovic repping with a Serbian jersey. Instead, they got a sharpshooter and a longtime superstar in Serbia, Stefan Kojic and Nemanja Barac getting their first international caps. Barac actually the leading scorer on his Serbian team. So he comes in with 14 points. Kojic right behind him with 12. They come in 2-0. Hit a buzzer beater against Austria. Dr. Strange doing the honors with that. And then a 22-19 win over Israel to send them here to the quarterfinal stage. Serbia, as Bas will tell you, have been the thorn in the Netherlands' side.
Stop it.
I'm just saying, for years and years and years, but is this the team that will get it done? Netherlands come in 1-1. They beat Croatia, but then lost to France by 8. Arvin Slagter, DeMeo van der Horst, Julian Jaring, Worthy, De Jong representing as they'll get the coin flip on. Bas, please, I'm anxious to see your thoughts. What are the strategies for each team in this game?
All right, so for Serbia, they have to get their defense up, right? Offense is never a problem for them, although they kind of halted against the Austrians. But their defense has been a little bit suspicious, averaging, giving up an average of 19.5 points per game. So they're going to have to step that up for sure.
That is, no, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Please.
go ahead. No. So that's on Serbia. So the Netherlands, will work. Screens, pick and pops, and patience. What didn't work was the conversation with the referees and the rushed offense we saw from them in the second game. We saw the two phases of the Dutch team yesterday, but the info that I was able to get, got some inside lines. I got some people that I could talk to. The info that I was able to get was that the guys still feel good as a team. They feel like they had an early lesson in this tournament, their loss against France, but they feel good about the day, and they're ready. Okay.
You just saw Worthy de Jong, hype Worthy. He played pretty good through group play, averaged 5 points per game. I don't want to focus all on scoring because that doesn't tell the whole story about how well or you played or how poorly you played. But the guy is averaging almost 10 a game this year, and everything that he's touched. They certainly need the top version of Worthy's offense. He and DeMail Vanderhorst formulating what could be a dangerous duo. Dimes coming in with 11, and Dr. Strange with just 8 points out of group play. So a little bit subpar from the world #1, but he did hit that game winner against Austria. So, Dr. Strange can steal the show. What a delivery to the beast, Marko Brankovic. So Serbia will draw first blood. Again, the Serbians taking aim at a 5th straight European title. 5th straight.
Yeah, that has to be a record somewhere.
Oh, it's certainly a record in 3x3. But that's nothing new to them. And just to remind you, twisting the knife on you a little bit here, Boz, but I was thinking of the head-to-head and how the Serbians have been the thorn in the Netherlands side. 10-0 all time.
Yeah, I was a part of a bunch of those. Thank you for that.
I'm sorry, I just gotta call it like it is, Boz. 10-0 all time. When matching up against the Netherlands. Will 2023 be the year? We're going to find out in the next 9:25. Serbia, the only team on the board. Their leading scorer, Barac, and Marseille Masters MVP gives it up to get it back, or so we thought. Out of bounds it'll go. Barac also the leading rebounder coming out of group play.
Yeah, Barac is a big dude, and he's shown a lot of versatility this year. Can shoot it from two, can catch it on the block, get a roll, and he's actually creating some of his own offense in this tournament as well.
He can elevate. Barac will bang on you, putting those muscles to use. Dr. Strange, get tricky with it. Look at that dish. Served it up for the beast. Worthy, with the filet mignon.
Yeah, Worthy against this team should be able to get to the rack at will, right? I'm not saying Serbia is not athletic, but they're not France.
He's a game changer. I think the question with him is going to be how well he plays defensively. And he managed to draw an offensive foul that time, battling with the beast. Hype Worthy with the rock from the left wing. Hype down low to Juice. Juice, one hand, does not get it to go. Dimes will hustle down the rebound. Vanderhorst drives and kicks. Worthy with the up fake. Oh, Strahinja got hit in the mustache. And look, I thought that extra cushion might protect him. Take another look.
We sure that was an action on ball? What they might be taking a look at if this was an intentional foul or not.
Well, Strahinja is definitely shook up. He's checking his lip. Yeah. Oh well, I think that's inadvertent.
It is.
Yeah, I think that's inadvertent. Worthy kind of swung the arm backwards, but it was an emotion.
Oh, unsportsmanlike foul on Worthy. Apparently they thought it wasn't unintentional.
I'm going to reserve comment on that one. But I think that certainly can be discussed. I don't think that was a – well, okay. Boz, it was a dangerous play anytime a player gets hit in the face. So I just want to put that out. Anytime a player is hit in the face, it's viewed as a dangerous play, but that was certainly not intentional.
No, it was not.
And I think when you look at a unsportsmanlike, I mean, what's unsportsmanlike about a guy accidentally swinging his arm, and it just happens to, hit a guy in the face?
I don't know. Ref Vlad must have seen some.
Well, according to the book, the rule is what the rule is, and that puts Strahinja on the line, and he takes advantage of it. Dr. Strange will put Serbia up 4-1.
Yeah, both teams have gotten a warning for discussing things with the referees as well. So take a look at that.
2 Olympic officials in this one. Vlad Gizdareno, Tetilia talk. They'll keep this game in hand. This is a tough one. 2 very competitive teams. Arvin Slakter mishandled it. Gives it over to Dimes. Dimes with 3 to shoot. Dimes hitting with the hezzy. Oh, his Euro game is nice, but not enough touch on the shot attempt, so score stays where it's at. Kojic, 12 points. Coming into this one, had 8 points in their opening win against the Austrians. And he misses the fadeaway. Juice will get it cleared. Juice. Slakter, he's got it off safety. But his shot is off target. Now he'll have to battle with that beast Badac. Maybe not. Badac gives it up. Nice dish. Badac. This dude sets the table better than most. Again, averages over 4.5 key assists per game.
Yeah, he's a problem. Showing it right now, getting that and one.
Badac 3rd in player value coming out of group play. Continuing to play well for the Serbians as they lead it by 5. There's Worthy. Finishing with some finesse. Dr. Strange trying to get rid of Dimes. Dimes ain't going nowhere. Comes through the screen, gets a hand up. Badac and Slakter get tied up down low. Dimes will release. Not that time, rebound. There's the hustle from Dr. Strange. Could not get to it in time.
That's a lot of hustle right there. Diving after that loose ball. It hurts a little bit, let me tell you.
Well, I'll tell you this, just from the first 3 minutes, you know, although Serbia came into this quarterfinal 2-0, we both had some questions about the way that they had played, and they know that they hadn't played their best ball. They come out with some new energy in this one, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Stepping up their defense, definitely.
So the intensity is certainly there for the Serbians. Can the Netherlands men do what we just saw the Netherlands women do, which is come from behind, gets the higher seed and get a W, securing a spot into the semifinals. Chef Koya didn't have the recipe that time. Broncula left alone, does not get the double shot to go. That one poked out of bounds off of Serbia. It'll be Netherlands ball after we come back from a TV timeout. So far, so good for Serbia. 6-3 is their quest for 5 in a row is very much alive in this opening quarter.
Yeah, they're keeping the Dutch offense on lock right now, looking for Worthy to get unlocked, try to get some more buckets. I think we're going to see both teams at Amsterdam, right? At
the Amsterdam Masters.
At the Amsterdam Masters, yeah.
Yeah, nice plug for the Amsterdam Masters. I've seen some of the visuals of what that venue is going to look like.
If you haven't seen, just check out at 3x3 Pro. It is special.
And I'll tell you, 2 countries that I've really enjoyed visiting. Always enjoy my time when I go out to Novi Sad, but Amsterdam got a special place in my heart too.
Hey, I'll show you some more of the city when you come up.
I'm gonna hold you to that, boss.
Don't worry, I got you on some special food this time.
What? Appreciate that.
Yep.
Did you say liquor after that Netherlands win? What's lekker mean?
Oh, it's good.
Oh, good. Okay.
Well done.
All right. That was
y'all heard that?
Of course I heard that.
Should have talked over that.
That was the biggest smile I've seen on your face in the post-game interview.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I wonder why too. Stay professional though. I was behind the camera. Nobody saw that.
Of course. I just outed you. I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
I wasn't a good partner just then.
No worries.
6.5 to go. Serbia with 6 points and 5 fouls. They need to unleash Arvin Slakter. He shreds the threads and gets the Dutch within 1. Got a double foul right there. But Arvin obviously an X factor. so good in last year's competition. He comes into to today with 7 points. Shot it okay from long range. It's a good sign though. Brankovic gets Worthy out of position, gets the bucket.
Oh, an offensive foul called on Arvid before that Worthy bucket, so that won't count. 6th foul in the Netherlands. Both teams close to the bonus right now. Next foul will be 2 free throws, unless it's an offensive foul, of course.
Two-point game. Dr. Strange. Spin move was nice. Worthy flies out of the screen. Brankovic can't make him pay for 2, but he does follow the miss and get the score. Juice working in the post. De Jong, double pump, 2 attempt. Stojicic, a little long on his 2. Kojic cannot snag it. But an interesting journey for the Serbians to get here. Looked like they were most certainly going to lose to Austria.
Yeah, that was a miraculous comeback. They
were down by 7 in that game,
They needed a holy miracle to get back into that one.
Without a doubt, and their miracle worker is Dr. Strange. He pulled out the sorcery. Right now, they don't need any heroics. They lead it by 3. And, man, the Dutch are off the tracks a little bit here, boss.
Yeah, same as we saw with the women. Their chemistry is missing a little bit. They're trying to connect on some pick and rolls, but Di Maio thought pop in that instance, so that didn't work.
Still the game's within reach. Leaves Strahinja. Didn't shoot a bad from Tulan yesterday. As a matter of fact, Serbia made the most 2s out of group play. The percentage 9 of 32 though.
Well, I mean, that's not that bad.
No, not that bad. Oh, nice cut. Dimes finds height Worthy. Chef Koya. A misfire there. Oh, Slaughter. He's thrown out of bounds by Badac.
And there will be 2 free throws. Serbia is at the bonus right now. Slaughter will be going to the free throw line. Usually a very good free throw shooter. Might be able to pull the game closer.
Gonna need to. Again, count on Slaughter. So great at the Europe Cup last year. He's good at the free throw line. Actually, the first free throw Slaughter's shot here in Jerusalem. So his first trip to the stripe. He's gonna go 2 for 2. And now we're all knotted, 8 apiece.
Yeah, again, a low-scoring game, huh? This is the 3rd game you've had today that hasn't looked like it might reach, the 21-point mark.
See Dimes, he's the veteran leader on this Orange Lions team, telling his guys that, look, we got this. Back in this game for certain, 8-8 tie. Is that a goal? Top shelf.
Thought so.
First appearance for Kojic. Meantime, Worthy's in his bag like fast food. Fast move to the cup makes it 9-9. Brankovic, give me that. And you take this. Serbia back in front by 1. Dimes almost threw it away. Worthy on the baseline. Worthy! Oh my goodness. A cyclone spin. Lays it in.
That was his audition for Dancing with the Stars.
I am telling you. Putting on suspension. Worthy starting to feel it. Slaughter. He puts one up. Physical. A little bit physical down here.
Try to draw a foul, but should have just went up with it, I think.
Now, Dodge got the step. And you can see the Dutch faithful starting to get into this too.
Yep, you got some fans here.
Wait a minute. Heading to the second TV timeout. And we're tied at knots. Dead even, 10 apiece.
Got 2 free throws coming up for the Dutch. You have some orange fans out here. I know Arvin's parents are there. Julian's brought some of his share of fans as well. Federation's also here. All right. And of course, the women are watching.
Yeah, of course. Who are heading to the semifinals. Congratulations again to them. Well, here we go. This game is as close as it gets, and Height Worthy has stepped this game up. Take a look at that blinding spin move. Again, just leaving defenders in his wake. He's woken up, that's for sure. As Dimes is at the line, can break this 10-10 tie. Dimes, one time. So Van der Horst with a chance to put Netherlands up by 2. A lot of time left in this game, but this is a 10-minute sprint to 21. And splits a pair. Badac has it clear. Strange en route to the rack. Runs over Slaughter, but Slaughter is called for the block if I was moving.
Yes, he was. And this will be 2 free throws for Strange. Look at the replay here. Arvin moving backwards, trying to catch the contact and maybe create an offensive foul, but referee wasn't having any of that.
Dr. Strange, World Cup MVP this year, 77% from the free throw line. 2 big free throws right here, right now. And Strange puts it up and in. 2-time world champion, 1-time European champ. He wants another one. And he gets another free throw to go. Serbia back in front by 1. Worthy. His bag is different. They ain't gonna find that Bloomingdale's. That's some different type of hops. He's bionic. Badac. Oh, but quick answer as the Dutch are unfazed.
The game just got loose. I gotta go stand up.
Look, Boz is on his feet. We got to move the roof up. Worthy from the corner. No. Too strong. Juice does keep it alive. Badac with the hustle. Great effort from both teams. Dr. Strange behind the back. Kicks it out. Beast quickly over to Badac. Badac all alone. Double shot. 15-13. Now it's Slaughter's turn. Oh, but that one is spit out.
In and out for that shot for Slaughter. A chance to tie the game again at 15. Oh. Turnover for Strange, though. Stepped on the baseline. Or, what's that line called?
It's called the half-court line.
Half-court line, you're right.
But another look at the major boom from Badac. Back scratcher. So, yeah, this thing just went to the next level.
Yep.
This thing just went to the next level.
Just popped off all of a sudden. That's what you get with 2 offensively gifted teams like this. It just changes in a second. That's 3x3 for you there.
It has escalated quickly. We got ourselves a hell of a game, ladies and gentlemen. That is a hell of a move. I don't think Chris Brown could do it like that. Hit him with the
Don't worry.
Okay, 15-13. So Worthy, who's second on the World Tour in highlights, he's got a few in this one. His team, however, does not have the lead. At least not yet, is what they're thinking. Now it's even. Double Dutch. Worthy evens it up 15. What a setup.
Good screen, good roll by Badac. Nothing you can do about that.
Brankovic always lending a helping hand, but he has not been able to do nothing with Worthy Dion. Worthy will get a rest. Slaughter is in, 16-16. What a quarterfinal here in Jerusalem. Stojacic gets the bucket. That will put Serbia up by 1. Slaughter getting to the middle of the floor. He will find Dimes. Dimes with the quick release. But he comes up abbreviated. Under 2 minutes to go. Kyle Montgomery, the voice of 3x3. Boz Rosendahl, the mountain, here with you.
Yep.
Sitting on the edge of our seats right now here at Sultan's Pool.
I'm sitting.
Well, yeah, I'm on my feet. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a thrilling finish, I'll tell you that right now. The suspense is building.
Push call, so there'll be 2 free throws for the Serbs.
Couple of free throws coming up. $1:47 left. Potential instant classic in the makings here at the European stage. Brankovic will put Serbia up 18-16. Netherlands got off to a slow start, but then caught fire, took the lead. Serbia is now taking the lead back. They've been in battles since their opening pool play game. Again, coming back and winning against Austria late. Worthy taking it at 2 Serbian defenders. Doesn't get a whistle or a bucket. Brankovic behind the back. Man, he got more helpers than Chris Paul. 20-16. Worthy will let it fly. Wow. 20-18. Serbia need 1. Gojic mishandles it. It's stolen and scored. Dimes will convert. Neither team can foul without free throws. Brankovic and Dimes. ISO. Left wing. Beast. Swings it up top. Chef. Koya. No. Misses it. Netherlands can steal this. It's hype worthy. De Jong to Dimes for the dub. No. Oh, you will not get a better look than that if you are the Netherlands. A great opportunity missed there for Van der Horst as the Netherlands are trying to end the curse. 0-10 all-time head-to-head against the Serbians. But the defending champs are in front. Got an out-of-bounds challenge here. I don't care which team you root for in 3x3. Which country is your country? How can you not love a game like this? This isn't a 10-minute action film right now. Take a look at the replay. You will be the judge. Whoa, from that angle, it actually looked like it went off of Barac to me. But I don't know. Let's look at it one more again. It looks like Worthy touches it. Okay, never mind. I think on the second look, I actually think it went off Worthy. That's a tough decision for official Tilia Talk to make over there. She's on the scores table. So a decision critical to be made here.
I was in.
Teams in the penalty.
I was in.
So a defensive foul could end it either way.
I know I was in.
Trip to the free throw line, shooting 2.
I'm not on the line.
Gotta make use of that possession. It is.
Ball's gone before I pass it, before I drop it.
It's critical. I get the feeling that the next possession for either one of these teams is gonna win it.
Big call. It's a big call.
But an incredible game. It's been a roller coaster ride. It's had its ebbs and flows. The storyline is switched. A lot of twists and turns. New Serbian team representing at this edition of the Europe Cup and trying to stay alive.
It seems that the out-of-bounds challenge is a real challenge.
We should also mention that the footage has to be 100% undisputable to overturn it. Challenge is lost. Challenge is lost, so it will be Serbia ball. 47 seconds left. M. Diesel Starting the possession here.
A long shot. 37
Fresh
seconds
shot
remaining.
clock.
The temperature is very high.
Dutch will try to D up.
Now cross the end. For the players.
Here comes Stojacic. Waiting for the screen. 7 to shoot. Dr. Strange and Dimes. 3 to shoot. Dr. Strange lets it fly. Long off the iron. De Jong will come away with it. Gets the sweat off his hands. Hypeworthy steps back. Hypeworthy. No, he'll get it back. De Jong puts it up. De Jong too strong. Dimes tracks it down. Slogter over to Dimes. Dimes now on the drive. De Jong with another 2 attempt. And another one too long. And with 10 seconds left on the game clock, Serbia hold on to a 1-point advantage, and they have possession. But the Netherlands certainly had their opportunities. Both Van der Horst and De Jong had great looks that would have won the game. And now Stojacic will most certainly use some clock here. Probably they need to foul. Instead, Dr. Strange on his head. That's an exclamation punch. And that is your game, ladies and gentlemen.
3 seconds to the semifinal.
What, man?
Congratulations.
The sorcery from Dr. Strange.
Serbia, the Podetic.
So Serbia are headed to the semifinals. Apparently, doctor's orders. 21-19 over the Netherlands here in the quarterfinals.
And the next match will start very soon.
Man, what a game. And what a win for Team Serbia as they move to now 11-0 against the Netherlands. But they played strong. And listen, they had their opportunities, y'all. Hey, I mean, if you're watching it from the Netherlands, they had their opportunities. Cannot say anything about that. But the Serbians get it done. And there's Stefan Kojic making his first international appearance. Standing by with Boz Rosendahl. Big Boz, it's on you.
All right, Stefan, congratulations on that win. You made it to the semifinals in your first international tournament for Serbia, huh? Talk about how that feels.
Yeah, always. When I came here, they told me, first tournament will be tough for you. It is tough. we tough game. We missed a couple of open shots, but crazy game. We get it win, and that's only important.
That last minute was so tight. I'm still shaking from that last minute. Talk us through it a little bit, because you were on the bench, right?
Yeah, they missed like I think 3 or 4 threes for the win, so nothing to say. Crazy game.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Moving on to the semifinals. Good luck to you in the rest of the day.
Yeah, he's right. They missed 3 or 4 open twos from capable shooters. Van der Horst has shot at 47% from long range this year and had all the looks that you could ask for. Worthy as well. So your 2 top gunners, your most dynamic offensive players, did not close the door on the Serbians. So, you know, you leave that door open against the top-ranked squad, but Worthy was, man, he was in his bag like the last few French fries. Beautiful move after beautiful move, put on a show here, took his game to the next level, but the team effort and the attack like that from Nim Diesel is a part of the reason the Serbians come out on top. Barac with a big 2 right there, their leading scorer. Barac is playing a hell of a tournament right now. In case you have not noticed, his first appearance at the Europe Cup, and I'd say his first impression is a damn good one. Dr. Strange, of course, would be the one that would put it away. That was not the score. You will see it at the end of this highlight. Meantime, he was distributed like Amazon. That's the beast, y'all. That's what he does, and this is what Dr. Strange does. Levitation cloak. His team is levitating to the semifinals. Wow. So we're gonna catch our breath after that one for a second. Whew. Take a quick breath.
I'm still shaking.
The Serbian flag is flying.
He was kind of nice, huh? A little shifty.
Yeah.
Mid-range game. Got some layups.
Hashtag shifty. I do wonder if they can match the physicality of this Latvian team. Lasis, smooth player, don't get me wrong, but he's physical too. So we will see how this second men's quarterfinal plays out, and who wants a date with Serbia in the semis. Who wants a date with Serbia? You know he does. The Olympic gold medalist.
He's always up for a challenge.
Carlis Lasmanis, good for 7 points per game on the Pro Tour this year. The second leading scorer on this squad coming out of group play. Dominik Jacques, represent Czechia. He's got 7 for them, averaging 3.5 per. Czechia in the blue and Latvia in their customary white and maroon. As we get ready to get this one underway. Keys to the game, Boz. What do you think?
So for Czechia is how are they going to handle the physicality of the Latvians? Because, you know, with Ramos, also Lasmanis is an underrated physical specimen.
That's a fact.
So I'm curious to see how the young Czechs are going to handle that. For Latvia is keep using that off-ball movement because they're, you know, the usual way they play when Narazmiez is there. It's a lot of guard-to-guard screen action, opportunistic shots, and shot creation out of one-on-ones. And this time I saw them when they won. I rewatched some of the games. There's a lot of off-ball movement, and they had a lot of team chemistry for a team that hasn't played much together.
That's true. Appreciate that nice analysis there, Boz. I bet Czechia didn't appreciate their defense on that opening possession. As easy as it comes, as Latvia scoring the first 10 seconds, setting up Raimo inside. We said that yesterday, or was it the day before, we said, man, I want to see Raimo back.
That would be a great matchup.
Well, they got a chance. They got a chance. It's right in front of them. Kevin Timo, the leading scorer for Czechia. He's going to check it up top key. 12 points to lead the way for them. The women's team will be in action today as well. Swojanowski.
Oh.
Unable to make it happen underneath.
And then he made something else happen underneath.
Well, listen, I'm not mad at a play like that. Sometimes you got to set the tone. And Swojanowski's trying to let Raimo look, you ain't gonna be pushing me around, bro.
Right.
Lasmanis, tough shot. Ricocheted off the iron. Lasis decided he didn't want the Wilson. Timo said, I'll take it. Can they maintain it? They cannot. Giving right back to the Latvians. They got a foul on Czechia. Off the ball. Got caught grabbing. Second foul on them. So Lasis, who performed well at the World Cup this year for Latvia, en route to that bronze medal. Lead scorer again. Trying to put the round thing in the round thing. Raimo skies for the rebound. He's pushed. A quick 3 fouls on Czechia.
Yeah, you can show that you can handle the physicality early, but you don't want to foul that much in the first minute of the game, for sure.
Been a little reckless on the defensive end. Picking up early fouls can hurt you late. Hurt you early, too, depending on how close you get to that penalty. Raimo going to the post office. Raimo up fake, steps in. Tough defense there from Jacques. Who had him on lock that time.
Jacques had him on lock, huh?
Jacques had him on lock. You saw it. You heard it.
Spoken word contest out here, ladies and gentlemen.
Latvia setting up defensively here. Stingy defensive team. Latvia only allowing 12.5 points per game so far. We go to 21 in this one, Boz, in case you didn't know.
I played, so I kind of knew, but thank you for the reminder.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
So, Boz, how do you want it? How do you feel? Come on up, listen.
I really can't. I don't know the lyrics to this one. I know the song. Don't look at me like that. Come on, you look disappointed. That's the worst.
It's all right. I'll let you slide. Back to it we go. Ooh. Raimo just speared him. Trying to set the screen. He's hardly phased by it. But that sent Timo on a flight. Raimo will get it just outside the left elbow. Batman turns the corner, swings it across court. Osis will follow his miss and finds his way in. 2-zip. Nice play, Timo. Yeah, Czechia need to start repeating that type of action. Off the ball movement's going to create the opportunities for him.
Oh, see the awareness on that Raimo pass?
Saved the day.
That was magical.
Raimo. He might be the Cape Crusader in this one. What a save to Batman. Latvia lead it 3-1 as a result. Timo. He wants the ball back. Long two attempt, no go. Lasmanis. And no closeout. Lasmanis doesn't make the shot though.
Lasmanis is trying to rebuild the Western Wall out here. So many bricks he's laying down.
Yeah.
We are used to him shooting a better percentage, let's just say that. I don't want to be mean to him. I like him.
That's true. Call it like it is. Players not playing up to the level that you're used to expecting. And you're right. Lasmanis 3 of 12 coming into this game from 2-point range. I think he's up to maybe 3 of 14 now, so
15 maybe even.
low 20%.
And you'll see that, right? Once you leave one of your dominant stars at the house, you'll see the efficiency of the other one dropping because he has to handle more of a load, although Lachis is helping.
More than helping, he's leading.
You're right.
1-point lead of Latvia in jeopardy. Timo though misses the mark. Osis wants to get it down to the post. Osis will get it back. He threw that one like Brady.
All right.
Good defense. Blocked out of bounds. Another look at that. That was returned to sender. Still a 1-point contest. We're just past 3 minutes into our second men's quarterfinal. Serbia winning an absolute thriller. It's a 10-minute action film between them and the Netherlands. They emerged victorious. Jebel and Stoyanowski try to link up there. Deflected, broken up, leaves 7 seconds to shoot. They'll reset it.
I don't mind what the Czechia men are putting on the court. They're trying to find each other on passes and cuts off of screens, which is nice. They did that yesterday. They played a lot of one-on-one in their loss early. But they did bring the team spirit. In the second game, they screened a lot, they helped each other out, and that works for them.
Czechia's issue is the shooting. You know, 53% inside the arc is okay, but in this game, the better teams are high 70s. I mean, and shooting 27% from two. That's not going to help either. Meantime, Latvians do tip it in. Timo. Misfire again. So they're missing like fugitives right now. Raimo out of control on his layup attempt, missed it. Lazis will not get, well, he will get the bucket. 5-3, but a foul called on Latvia. Barely after the make. Oh, no basket. No basket, 5-3. That's the count. Svojanovski navigate through the paint. Makes good on the second attempt. Been a 1-point game. In the first 4 minutes, Latvia have been up. Lasmanis, no. Svojanovski now. Oh, he had Lasmanis beat. Makes him pay for it. All even at 5 apiece. Just another example why you throw the seedings out of the window. And even though Latvia came in, I was bragging on how strong they look coming out of group play. We both were pretty impressed.
Yeah, they might just be an afternoon team though.
Maybe so. They are stagnant coming out this morning. If they woke up on the wrong side of the bed, they missed a pack of sugar in their coffee, something. But through almost at the midway point exactly of this game, Latvia with just 6 points.
Yeah, I'm looking for Carlos Lasmanis to wake up here. See if he can get something going off of this Zigmar's Raimo screen.
Raimo patient. Able to recover and score. Jacques to the rack. Didn't clear it.
Nope. Foot on the line when he tried to make his move. Got to get both feet, or at least one foot and the other lifted outside the 2-point arc.
Yeah, to continue play. Boz knows the rules. Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3. Here with you until it's time to hand out some medals.
Yeah, we're here all day. If you want us to give you a little shout out, maybe hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up.
Yeah.
At BAZZ50, that's Boz. I'm at 3x3 The Voice.
We need some help with translations and name pronunciation. That's the one thing we need, I think.
And bars.
Oh, don't we have plenty of those though?
We got more bars in the college town.
Okay, I like that.
8-5.
I was gonna say we think we have more bars than a J. Cole freestyle, but that's all right. You got me.
That's a lot of bars for J. Cole freestyle.
It is.
Timo. ISO game with Lasits. Couldn't lace him. So Osis will clear it. Lasits slipped. Pass is broken up. Not the prettiest game, to be honest with you. 8-5. Raimo, a lot of misses. Raimo with some good defense there that time. Raimo on the charge, ball fake, lay.
He put his nose at the rim.
10-6. Raimo, oh nice touch on the pass. So Czechia, who was just down by 1, they had to look at a solid Latvian run, down to 4 now. But a warning, no defending in the restricted area after a made bucket. So both teams will head to the sidelines. 3:24 left. In a game that started off back and forth. Neither team's offense was going, but again, the Latvians have been able to string together some better offense recently. That would be the reason of their 4-point lead.
4-point leads didn't say anything today, though. Think about it. We've seen a bunch of low-scoring games with small leads. Last game was the first game we reached the mark, huh?
Yeah.
It was.
I believe so, yeah. Czechia already on the court, ready to go. Latvians will take their spot as well at the logo, Osis. Osis to Lasmanis. Batman to Osis. Osis, no, Russell Westbrook. No basket, shot clock violation. We both got some education on the shot clock violation thing.
Yeah, we did.
We thought that if the ball was still in your hand, we see zeros on the clock, then it's a violation, but apparently there's a yellow bar marker that goes off. And if you don't see that yellow bar, then it's not a shot clock violation. Wait a minute, Lasmanis is hurt.
Yes, he is.
Lasmanis is really shaken up. Had to walk it off. That man take his time. I didn't see exactly how it, where he got hit.
I need a replay on that. Here we go.
We will see the replay.
Oh yeah, he got elbowed in the mouth.
Okay.
Inadvertently, I might say, but he did get an elbow in the mouth. And
I was going to say that's why Batman wears a mask, but his jaw is actually exposed with the mask that he wears, right?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
The quarterfinal of Italy, Spain, Lithuania, Czechia.
I don't know, if we go by the rules from earlier, this might be an unsportsmanlike, even though it's inadvertent.
Yeah, according to the rule book and consistency. Yep, and unsportsmanlike. Yep, doesn't matter. That's what official Vlad Gizdarenu is explaining right now. Doesn't matter. Anytime there's a strike to the face, it's deemed dangerous, whether you meant it or not. And I can't say I agree with the rule completely, but the rule is the rule.
Yeah, that's what's written in the rule book.
Yeah, that's what's written in the rule book.
That's what we want to apply here. I do agree with you. If it's inadvertent, you know,
that's where I have the issue. If it's inadvertent, now sometimes it's inadvertent, but the shot is so hard, then I say okay. But sometimes those inadvertent strikes to the face, they aren't as bad. And those are the ones I look at. But that was a tough shot. That chiseled chin of Lasmanis got a chip out of it. And he chips into his team's advantage 12-8. Jacques. No. So, man, Czechia having some reception issues. They cannot connect.
And another point there.
Lasis will add to the Latvian lead. 2:33 and counting left. Jacques. Some good action from Czechia.
2.5 minutes.
Batman finally gets a 2 to go down.
Lasmanis brings the gap to 6 points. Latvia 15, Czechia 9.
Svojanovski on the move now. That's poked away. Czechia just lacking some energy. They look a little slow of foot today too.
Yep, and they can't find, again, a consistent way to handle the physical pressure that Latvia is putting on them.
Just over 2 minutes left, Czechia with 8 fouls. Looking at a 6-point deficit. Lasis on the attack. He will swing it. Lasmanis, Batman, flips it over the shoulder to Osis. Osis with 2 seconds to shoot. Got to his spot, but misses the layup badly. Timmel and Snopek will share to Wilson. Snopek straight at the chest of Lasis. Grown man stuff right there. But a 5-point lead still for Latvia. They look to add to it here, Batman. No? No heroics then.
You call that a dunk? Touched his finger on the rim.
That is not a dunk.
All right.
That was an aggressive layup.
Oh.
Lasis misses. Lasmanis is there to clean up the mess.
Jacques.
Man.
That road's closed. Call that a cool to Jacques.
And on that note, he's out. Leaves us with a bar. Latvia again with a 16-11 lead as we get closer to closing this game out. It's not been a pretty performance for either of them. But a win is a win is a win. And that's what the Latvians want. Losses with the lefty poke. I see you, young fella. 17-11. Latvia looked to have this one in the bag pretty handily at this point with a 3-possession lead, 30 seconds to go. Expect them to use the clock when they get the ball back. Czechia, I'd say that it's a more than likely chance that they are going to exit here in the quarterfinals. Again, bring you this action. Happy to bring it to you for the very first time from the capital of Israel, here in Jerusalem, just outside the old city. Here in Mitchell Park for the Sultan's Pool. 24 of the best men's and women's teams in Europe colliding for the 8th medal that we'll ever hand out in this competition. Latvia have won. They won it back in 2017. Have not gotten gold since then. Did take a bronze at the World Cup this year, silver at the Europe Cup last year. Fed down low, shot. Oh, come on. Lasses turning to the spin move. He'll miss it, won't matter. Last shot, won't matter. The final horn sounds, and that means it's time for Czechia to hit the exit. Latvia, they still got some unfinished business. They are moving on to the semifinals. Serbia waiting, 17-11. Latvia moving on. Again, it was a low-scoring game. Not a pretty win, but all that matters is standing in that W column when it's all said and done, and that's exactly what Latvia are able to do. Francis Lasses standing by with Boz Rosendahl. Let's get his thoughts on his team's berth in the semis.
Francis, congratulations on making it to the semifinals. You guys have a new look Latvia team this year. Talk about the chemistry of these guys coming together.
Great chemistry. I mean, practiced before coming here. I love those guys. I mean, they give everything on the court, and I mean, it leads to success, as you can see.
Awesome. Hey, look, you were the leading scorer coming into this day. Talk about your personal goals for this game.
Oh, I have not paid any attention. I don't care about that. It's all about team success.
All right, well, congratulations on moving on to the semifinals, and good luck.
All right, highlights coming your way. Latvia on their way to the semis to meet the Serbians after that thriller that they had against the Netherlands. So the quarterfinals are moving right along here on the final day of action. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hope that y'all stick with us throughout the day. I don't think you want to go anywhere. Single elimination. 3 medals to hand out in each gender's competition. Latvia, while they do have some things obviously to work on, they were able to handle Czechia pretty easily. Enjoy the highlights from this one as we get ready to get a quick breather before we get back to action. But a runaway win for Latvia. They take it by 6 over Czechia. And half of our semifinals are set. More action to come from here in Jerusalem. Stick around. We're coming back with more. All right, coming up, we got Italy, we got Spain as we shift it back to the women's competition. Team Italia, they come in with a 17-10 win over Germany, 22-18 win over homestanding Israel. They are looking good. Will they continue their hot streak against Team Spain, who come in 1-1? So a rivalry being renewed between the Spaniards and the Italians. Team Italia will take the court first. Deborah Carangelo, Lara Spriafico, Raylyn Delia, we call her Ray Ray, and Sarah Madera. Madera, the leading scorer for this Italian team. She was dominant in group play. More on her in just a bit. Let's get introduced to Team Spain. Spain coming in with a 21-10 win over Luxembourg, a 15-21 loss to the Netherlands. But they are still alive, looking to get their second Europe Cup win, their second Europe Cup gold medal, I should say, within the last 3 years. And here they are, Vega Jimeno, Sandra Igueravide, Juana Camilion Cucaro, and last but not least, Garcia Alonso de Arminio. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know, boss.
Oh yeah, I was gonna try to get that.
Yeah.
That's a good picture.
Hey, I need you to get out of my phone, boss.
That's a good picture, though. That couldn't escape me.
All right.
I got the peripheral vision. You know, I got you know me.
Well, give me a like then.
Yeah, I will.
I like what we've seen from Ray Ray so far. Raylyn Delia, the floor general for Team Italia, comes in with 6 points. As I mentioned, though, Madera is doing the heavy lifting in terms of the scoring for Team Italy. We'll see if she can keep it going. Sandra Igueravide with 13 points coming out of group play, and she leads the Spaniards' attack. Team Spain averaging 18 points per game coming out of group play, and 7 of 16 from beyond the 2-point arc, 44%. Vega Jimeno has done a lot of that damage as she comes in 4 of 7 from the great beyond. So a quarterfinal clash for the ladies. 2 officials in this one, Cecilia Toth, Yasmina Juris. Official Juris rocking the 3x3 hat.
That's needed in this heat.
Oh, of course.
That's a good hat, though.
Oh, I got
you got one of those?
Oh, of course. Got to have your 3x3 apparel. All right, got to get this one on and popping. It is Kyle Montgomery, Boz Rosendahl in your ear. Spain with the ball to start. Quicksand will get it over to Camilion. Camilion out to Jimeno. Vega, not that time, misses on her first 2 attempts. Spriafico, get her name right this time, Boz. Madera putting her in the blender on the block. Madera, again, very impressive. 16 points for her to lead the way for Team Italia into the quarterfinals.
I love their balance, though. Think about it. They got some contributions from Ray Ray. They got some from Spriafico. Even Carangelo hit some big shots.
I think we need to get an air pump after that blocked shot. Did you see that stuffage? Camilion D'ing up on Ray Ray.
It ain't Thanksgiving just yet, but she's getting there with the stuffing.
Yeah, buddy. Bars Rosendahl.
We're trying here, ladies and gentlemen. I just came up with that right away.
That was good. It was quick. You're quick-witted, boss.
I try to be.
She's pretty quick, too. Spriafico. Spriafico. You
cannot get
when
that
you
name
say
right.
it too fast, boss.
You cannot get that name right.
Actually,
it's awesome.
It could actually be Spriafico.
Yeah,
but
she's spraying that
right,
shot.
But I think I said Spriafico.
Yep, you did. Yep, and that caught me off guard a little bit. Thank you, though. I'm up.
You gotta slow it down. Oh, Quicksand ain't never slowing it down. Fast move from Igueravide. Baseline J is no good. And far too aggressive in trying to track down that loose ball. And Igueravide gonna have some words with her teammate. Say, wait, por qué? Why are we doing that? Back to it we go. Fico. Nope. Still searching, still roaming. She cannot connect this. Jimeno also will misfire. 1-1. Carangelo, step back. Missed it left. Keys for each team. Bobs, what do you think?
All right, so keys to each team. For Spain, I think they need some more balance. We have seen Sandra Iguiravide, as well as Feja Jimeno, by the way, do some really good things, but they need the other two players to step up offensively as well as defensively. And for Italy, I think they need to get Ray Ray going a little more. Ray Ray's been kind of, not as much Ray Ray as we've been used to, I guess. Madera's taking the spotlight. Spriafico's hit some shots, and Ray Ray, look, she's been distributing the ball greatly. We've seen her score at a higher clip in the past, though.
I think, yeah, you're right. But at this stage of her career, I think featuring Spriafico and Madera is the right option. They combined for 31 points coming in, 16 and 15 apiece. Let the youngsters do the heavy lifting, but neither one of them at the moment are doing much. Well, I guess Spriafico heard us talking about it. She gets a tough layup to fall. She contests Jimeno's two-point attempt. Forces the miss there. Madera drops it off. Here comes Ray Ray. Ray Ray puts it up from long range. No. Two-point lead for España. Italia in the white and blue, and España in the traditional red with yellow trim. Carangelo is in the game. Madera will get a rest, as will Jimeno. Europe Cup quarterfinal round continues. Misfire close range as Ray Ray hands it over to Carangelo. Oh, Carangelo with the quick step cross. Drops it over to Ray Ray. Ray Ray's got about 3 seconds to shoot. And she was seeing a different goal. Missed it badly. And Spain will now take over, and Camille she'll do the honors of getting it started. Camille loud for the left wing. Spriafico finds an open shooter. Can Carangelo get another one? Wow, again, that is first two from Team Italia, second two. They trail by 2. Six-foul. Foul apiece. TV timeout. Most of our quarterfinals have been close. This one has the markings of what could be a game that comes down to the final few possessions. Still very early. But each team playing pretty hard up to this point. 3.5 ends, Bonds.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think both teams are trying to play to their strengths. It's a little bit higher of a scoring game than I expected. I'm just curious to see who can get the clamps on defense. That's definitely needed. A bunch of open shots so far. And that's a high-scoring game, 4-6. I mean, we've seen lower scores at the first break. That's why I'm saying that.
That's true. I'm not sure we're on pace for 21 for either one of them. She'll spray you. Spriafico gets the 2 to go. It is answered. Camille right back at you as each team trade 2s. And Camille also playing some defense. Gets in the passing lane, breaks it up. Got you. Spriafico misses. Me and Boz were having a private conversation.
Yes, we were.
Oh, Iguiravide get in the mix. Jump ball. That's as good as a steal defensively. Iguiravide, also a former world #1. MVP.
You know who's the MVP right now, though?
Who's that?
The Canopy.
Facts, though. Facts, boss. Yeah, we get a little bit of reprieve from the sun, thankfully.
Yes.
There's Ray Ray. She comes away with the robbery. Madeira playing some bully ball underneath. She ain't gonna bully Jimeno. Vega takes her out to the deep waters. She cannot splash it. He get a V-Day. Check the rotation.
It's all the way from Barcelona.
Straight facts, 12-6. We get a V-Day, been relatively, I was gonna say relatively quiet, but 13 points come out of group play, not too bad. Hasn't shot it great from long range. She makes one of her last 2 attempts, hustles down the rebound, quickly fed over. We get a V-Day, shoots it, but it's a foul wipe off the ball, right, Bounce? I think so.
It was an off-ball foul on the screen, yeah, so it's going to be possession going to Spain, who's taking a dominant lead here early on. Early on, we're halfway through the game already.
Yeah, past the halfway point.
Yep.
Spain looking strong.
They just can't seem to get their offense going. It's been a bunch of one-on-ones. Yesterday they had a lot of team play and shared the rock. Or to Wilson.
Yep, sharing the Wilson. Sharing is caring, as you know. And Italy, the team 2-0 coming out of group play. Doesn't matter much. Quick move on the baseline, left Ray Ray in the dust. Camillion playing well for Spain in this one.
She is. Like I said, Spain needs some more balance, and they're getting it with a contribution. Oh, wow.
There we go.
Wow. How did I not get that out? Contribution from Camillion.
You see? You've been messing with me about mispronouncing. It's hard when you're speaking fast, Boz.
I need some coffee. That's all I need.
And early morning start doesn't exactly help.
Nope.
Meantime, Spriafico.
I like your game, man. She can shoot, uses that touch to her advantage on that fadeaway there.
14-7. Yes, Spriafico has been a bright spot for Team Italy. They haven't been able to exploit the mismatch with Madeira, maybe because it hasn't been much of a mismatch. Credit Gracia Alonso de Arminio for the defense she's played on the inside in this game. And Jimeno, because Madeira's a problem, but that problem's been solved to this point.
Yeah, she hasn't been able to find a mismatch.
And one. How you say +1 in Spanish?
You should know.
Yeah. Come on, somebody help me out. So make me look smart for the boss. Gracia Alonso de Arminio. She'll have a chance to extend the lead even more for Spain at the free throw line when we come out of this TV timeout. This one may very well reach the limit.
It may.
Never got that, did we?
Well, we kind of ran late.
No breaks.
Stuff, so no breaks for us.
Can we get some agua around here? Jeez Louise.
Hey, at least we get the lunch break this time.
Okay, no complaints.
Yeah, no complaints at all, huh?
Alonso de Arminio at the line. Yes, ma'am.
A lot of rim on that one.
Marangelo. No. You get a V-Day, cross court. Camillion.
Man, Spain's putting on a team basketball clinic right now against this Italy, who are trying to solve things by going one-on-one and creating individual shots. It's not working for them.
Italy with 7 points. Things looking bleak as Igeta Vide is not letting her foot off the pedal. All gas, no brakes. Spain breaking Italy off.
Your voice box about to break.
Yeah, take it away. I'm gonna get a sip of water.
Oh, Camillion with the game in her hands. Couldn't get it though. Igeta Vide. Ooh, lets it go out of bounds. Substitutions come in. We're under the 3-minute mark, but Spain's about to close this game, which means I have to leave you.
That's all right. I'm enjoying the post-game interviews, boss.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. I'll be back.
I'm assuming that Spain is going to be, got to be feeling very, very encouraged after a mixed bag in group play. 1-1 again. Fell flat against the Netherlands. But they look like a different team here in a 19-8 win. Ray is going to fight to the final horn. You better believe that. But her team is in trouble. Olivia Pope can't help them now. It's a 10-point lead. España with 2:30 to go. Our third women's quarterfinal game. Up next, it'll be Lithuania and Czechia. As Spain look to put the finishing touches on this one. The two veterans, Jimeno and Higueravide, share it. Long rebound. Man, I'll tell you what. Gracia Alonso de Armino, she's been everywhere like KFC's. It's not always about the points. It's the impact and doing the small things, the rebound and the boxing out, playing great interior defense. She's brought that to the table. Camille has been a star in this particular game for Spain. And she's going to leave it up to the veteran. Quicksand. Sandra Higueravide. One more to go. And she's got that no problemo. España, winners in the quarters, 21-9 over Italia. We'll see them in the semifinals. We'll see Team Italia next time. They represented their country well, but in the knockout stages, there's no second tries. So victorious are the Spaniards. A dominant victory. Put the clamps on Team Italy. Slowed down Madeira and kept Ray under wraps as well. Sandra Higueravide standing by courtside with Boz Rosendahl. Let's get it over to them right now.
Yes. All right, Sandra, congratulations. You guys played so much better than on day one. What'd you guys do on your off day? Eat some good food?
Well, I think we knew that it doesn't matter how you play day one, day two, it's totally different. Like it's the quarterfinals, is what you earn the medal, and I think we knew and we changed totally.
All right, very good. So, hey, look, you're back fighting for medals once again. How's the confidence feeling after beating Italy like this?
It's good, but I think we have to think about ourselves, about what we are doing. I think it doesn't matter the team that is in front. I think if we are in a good way, in the good defense, in the good offense, it doesn't matter who it is.
All right. Well, congratulations. Happy to see you at the States, and good luck in the semis.
So, listen, you got to like the confidence of Sandra Higueravide, and she spoke nothing but facts right there. She says, look, doesn't really matter what you do day one. As long as you make it to the quarterfinals, this is where you earn a medal. And this is where you got to be playing at your best. They are trending upwards. A brilliant performance from Higueravide and Team Spain. And again, a big performance from Juana Camillon in this one. She was lights out for Team Spain. They got in front and never looked back. Ran away with a blowout dub over Team Italia. Enjoy the highlights. Congratulations if you're watching from Spain. We'll see them in the semifinals. We'll find out who's moving on next as the competition continues with Lithuania and Czechia in the women's quarterfinal, the last women's quarterfinal, which is coming your way here in a few moments.
Let's get one minute for the start of the next match. With Sunday, you can see now where the
All right, let's get to the next match, shall we? I told you Lithuania, Czechia, excuse me, are on the way. Lithuania, 2-0, picked up a 21-18 win. Oh, wait. They are 2-0, but that wasn't the score that they got. That's the men's roster, Boz.
Oh, come on.
It was a 15-13 overtime win over Portugal. Remember that?
It was a very tight
Special
one.
K?
Yeah.
Camila Natsikate with the overtime shot, deuce to win it. Then a 21-16 win over Hungary that ended the Hungarians' hopes at a medal this year. So Lithuania come in as a 3 seed, looking strong, looking for their first medal at the Europe Cup stage. Let's see if they come in reinvigorated. I thought Sandra Igueravide made a good point to you. She said, look, it doesn't really matter how well or poorly you play day one, unless, of course, you don't make it to the quarterfinals.
Oh, yeah.
It all matters about how you play day three, quarterfinals.
Yeah, they were looking so good.
They look good. Meantime, for Lithuania's squad, Gabriela Šuskė, Gaidrė Laibukainė, Kamilė Natsiskaitė, Martina Petrinaitė. Out come their opponents, Czechia, Elzbieta Levinska, Anna Rylikova, Karolina Shotolova, and Katerina Galichkova, who had been ill yesterday. I hope she's feeling better.
I ran into the coach, asked them, and he said they were feeling better. So
okay,
happy to hear that.
Also a little bit of a stomach bug going on with the Lithuanians as well. I heard from their coaching staff, and they said they got a few players that are under the weather as well. So, you know, maybe we'll see like a Jordan flu game from somebody in this one.
It would be nice. I'm curious to see what they're going to bring. Look, being sick at a tournament like this is never fun. I've been in that position a couple of times where you either get, you know, the sniffles or a stomach bug, or the flight will get to your feet. You ever had that?
Well, I've never played sick, but my game is sick.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna stop bragging on myself. Let's brag on Gabriela Šuskė instead. She's gonna be one of the key cogs for a Lithuanian win if they can get one. Katerina Galichkova with 8 points, even though she was playing through illness. Still,
all of those 8 points came in her first game.
I'm trying to tell you, it certainly worked in their benefit. They got as good a shot as any at the quarterfinal stage as we move into the. I got to move into the afternoon hours. It's almost noon. Galichkova hoping to shine in the sunlight for her team. Czechia as the 10 seed, trying to pull off an upset here. I think this will qualify as an upset. Or would you say they're more evenly matched? You're the analyst here. What do you think?
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and say they might be evenly matched. Lithuania's got the pedigree, right? They've been here. They've you know, shined at this level. They've made it past the quarterfinals. Czechia, though, is young and upstart. I like their squad. I like their makeup. They're tough. They can shoot. I don't know. It might be a tie in my book.
Well, we will see. They got the big guns out. Natsiskaitė, Special K, coming in with 17 points to lead the way for her Lithuanian squad. An uncharacteristic 2 of 14 from deep, though. Special K didn't have such a Special J going on day one, but obviously she hit them when they mattered.
Yes.
Overtime shot was one of two pieces that she made. So we get set up for this one. Anna Rylikova, the leading bucket getter for Czechia with 10. They have a little bit more balanced attack. Laibukainė chipped in 9 out of group play for Lithuania. Levinska with 8 for Czechia. So nearly time to get this last women's quarterfinal underway. Our 2 officials in this one are Marcos Michalides and Alex Talasene. Where's the poker devil around here?
Aren't you the poker devil?
Now I am. Maybe we'll get a shot of him on camera over there with the Lithuanian Federation. Ignis over there as well. Outstanding young Lithuanian commentator, by the way, does a lot of the 3x3 events out there.
All right.
Took some of his chips yesterday as well.
There you go.
Yeah, boss.
Good job.
Oh, looks like the bugs have returned to the electric system. We got a scoreboard outage.
Well,
could just be the sun melting the wires.
My wires are about melted.
Hang in there, boss. Hang in there. We got 3 quarterfinals remaining. Last ladies, and then a session break. You got me thinking about that burger today. Seriously.
I might have to get that again.
Yeah, we might have to do that. Burger and a nap, and then the semifinals. Deal?
Maybe a nap at the pool?
Ooh, no.
No, that pool works not. No, that's I'm gonna get fried.
Unless I can sleep in the water.
Like you could.
Yeah, that's kind of dangerous. I ain't doing that.
Nah. That's some New York stuff, huh?
Hey, let's do some housekeeping quickly and make sure we give thanks to those that deserve it. That'll be our ball sponsor, Wilson. Our apparel sponsor, Peak. Both of us looking good in the Peak polos.
Yep.
You know, eventually, Boz, I think they're going to get some shots of us. They just completely disregard the commentators with the professional photos. I'm gonna make that complaint right now.
Yeah.
We like nice pictures, too. Me and Boz up here ready to pose for the camera.
Yeah, you're right.
Give us a couple shots. Come on.
There's not enough pictures of Kyle going around, people. Come on.
No, not me. Us. It's a team.
Oh, you're right. Team picture. We got that afterwards, though.
All right, fine.
Can we take a picture after this?
Yes.
Like at the end of the day, of course, the medals have been handed out.
Boz, you know we look out for that on the gram.
You can
BAZZ5.
We'll get you a chair.
All right, we're going to start this thing. Anyway, even though the scoreboard still looks a little funny to me.
It does.
But that's all right. We'll get straight to it. It's Shulske. Let it fly to your eye. Right in the retina of Levinska. As Lithuania opened the gates. Levinska unfazed. She's going to get one in response. Bukaine clears it. Shulske taking her time, directing traffic, says, get out of here. Go down to the block. That's where you're going to get the score. So she generates an early bucket. Petronite will check in, and Shulske will get a rest. First 2 possessions, crisp for the Lithuanians.
Yeah, they're showing their pedigree and the fact that they've been here before by getting some easy buckets early. Trying to put Czechia on their heels. See if they can scare the young ladies a little bit.
Radikova, Czechia's leading scorer. Cannot put the cookie in the cup. Nazis Kaite will snag the board. Special K. She'll get it back. Absolutely have to get a hand up on her. She's a lethal Lithuanian. Bukaine misses the 15-footer. Levitska will track it down for the ladies in red. Gailichkova, a step back. Too much protein on the shot. She will track down her own miss as Levinska will look for Czechia's second score. She's going to come up empty on her drive attempt, and for some reason, Bukaine throws it away. Special K wasn't in the right spot. I don't know if the defense had anything to do with that or not. Doesn't matter now. Shotolova and Czechia will now have it. Starting from the logo. Shotolova trying to get it going. All net, all wet, all even. 3 apiece.
I do like this Czechia team. They can score from all levels of the court. They got a lot of threats on that team.
I think this team playing at the potential. I think that they certainly could win a game like this. Czechia is one of those teams that are sneaky good. If you haven't scouted them well, they can surprise you with their ability to shoot. Gritty team, never give up.
Yeah, they got the inside-outside game as well, because Radikova as well as Levinska can finish around the hoop at a high clip. Shotolova can shoot it as she's shown before. This one is fouled.
Now we'll call him Shulske. Shooting one. Czechia have not missed a free throw in this competition, boss. 100%.
It's like me.
Now, there is a such thing called an announcer's jinx. And
it's not real.
It's non-existent at this point. 10 for 10 from the stripe is Czechia. Free throws make a difference. Right now, it's a 1-point difference in the game as a result. Saw the Czechia men's team eliminated earlier, did make it to the quarterfinals. So there's something to be said about that, but now they're just trying to give some energy to the women's team as they hope to extend their campaign here in Jerusalem. Again, it's Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice, Miles Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain.
A.k.a. the bacon right now with that sun burning on my forehead.
Yeah, I can smell him. He's over here cooking.
You know who else is cooking? Shulsky.
My goodness.
Cooking up a nice little dish here.
In the kitchen, wrist twisting like a stir fry.
Ooh.
You like that?
That's that 1-2 punch right there.
I mean, it worked with that move. She spun around and made it
Yes, she
down.
did.
That's Riley Gova. Come on over. Two-piece combo from the left wing. Czechia in front. Offensive foul. Knights Kate, you saw her extend those arms.
Yeah, you can't do that. You take position. You can't extend the arms to keep it.
Great start for Czechia. Who again, we saw him score 21 points against Ukraine and only managed 10 against France. So we didn't know which team we'd see in this quarterfinal.
Also depending on who, how their illness was going, right? Because that second game they played with
True.
3 people. To be honest with you, Galichkova, she
point.
kind of sat out. She played for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're absolutely correct, boss.
Oh.
Offensive foul. Shulsky hit that. Just the third on Czechia. But also just 3 minutes in. Shulsky a little bit slow to get up. She'll walk it off. Galichkova is walking in. Nice cut, special K. Oh, she sold the clip. Missed the crib. Oh, Galichkova. Blau from the corner. It's a 10-5 game. Oh, there's Special K. She's a specialist from out there.
She is a markswoman. That is such a fast release.
Fast response from Levinska. Czechia with an 11-7 advantage. Knights Kate clears out Chotolova. Does not score underneath. Czechia on the attack. Galichkova. Oh, she misses that one long. Petronite, great hustle. Pass is nearly stolen. Labukaine will receive a push from Galichkova.
It's a little bit overzealous on the defense there. Both teams are fighting and scrapping though. Bringing the energy here. I like it.
Yep, good start. A day, final day of play, has seen a variety of different kind of contests. We've seen some dog fights. We've seen some low-scoring brawls. And we've seen some lights out shooting in some of them. Thriller between Netherlands and Serbia. I think that's the one that spiked my heart rate probably the most today. Although that Netherlands women's comeback win in their quarterfinal against Germany. That one had me on the edge of my seat too.
Yeah, it did.
(11-7). Back to work. Knights Kate, not that time. Petronite. She got her back like a pack with straps, and it's 11-8 as a result. Oh, crossover. Riley Kova. Take her off the to-do list. Check. Labukaine will draw the foul. Caught Galichkova in a tough position. Labukaine with great size, 192. Got to take advantage of the trips at the charity stripe. with a 4-point deficit in front of him right now. Make that a 3-point deficit as Latvia connects at the line. Riley Kova. She would miss the shorty. Double foul underneath. Galichkova and Natsiskaite.
And that's what both teams got to look out for. Galichkova looking a little bit frustrated right now, fouling left and right. Kind of want to calm yourself down. She is going to take a seat to try to regain her composure.
Sometimes it's the best thing you can do. You stay on the court, you get to talking with the refs, you can cost your team a tech.
Yeah, or more.
Yep, Galichkova, a young player though. Oh, she left her wobbling. Too many shots.
Too many shots, Ara.
Levinska trying to answer back now. Off balance, falling away. No. Petronaite, risky pass. Ooh, Natsiskaite wanted that one. Won't get it, but she will get a trip to the strike.
Yeah, that's a 6th foul in Czechia, so they're close to the bonus. They better watch out. A seasoned team like Lithuania will know what to do with that.
So Natsiskaite, while her 2 was not falling, she came in as the tournament's leading scorer in the women's competition with 17 points. Free throws have not been a problem. 88% coming in. She's good as gold from the line, and she puts that one in, and all of a sudden her team is within 1. Czechia's 4-point lead is disappearing before their eyes. Riley Kova cannot get the offense reignited. Latvia up fake, nice move. Oh, Galichkova gets called for the foul. Contact on the arm.
It's going to be 2 free throws, and the frustration's showing on Galichkova's face, right? Losing control of this game a little bit, giving up a bunch of fouls here to get that frustration away.
Right now, Czechia in front by 1, with 2 free throws upcoming for Latvia. She missed the first of 2. Lithuania again been really good from the stripe. 77% as a team. After splitting the pair, here we are. It's a sprint to 9 with 4:47 to go. 12 points apiece. Both teams in the penalty defensively. So don't have the luxury of fouling without free throws resulting. Reverse attempt from Levinska is a no-go. Shulske thought about it. Got Levinska off her feet. She got a birdie. Now she got a clear lane for the leg. Levinska. No, ma'am.
No. Czechia is looking all kinds of rush right now. They are showing their age a little bit. Getting pressured by Lithuania into some quick shots. And some fouls that they shouldn't be committing.
Yeah, their age as in youth.
Yes.
24 and under is this Czechia team. And they've lost the composure just a little bit. A lot of time left for them to regain it, but we're starting to see Lithuania really go to the mismatches. Latvia won't get that one to go. And I'm seeing ponytails flying on the right side of the screen.
So an offensive foul called.
Yeah.
Another foul on the Czechia women.
Offensive foul, so no free throws will result. But they, you know, the closer you get to 10, the worse it is for you. And Lithuania they're gonna right back up with an offensive foul of their own.
Yeah, they're gonna repay the favor.
Levinska patient on the attack. She finally gets to it, but yeah, she's gonna get called with the 3-second back to the basket rule. Boz, what's up with that rule?
So it used to be 5 seconds, right? If you dribble with your back to the basket, you used to have 5 seconds to get a shot up, or dribble away from the basket. Now it's 3 to speed up the game a little bit, and that's getting some people in trouble here.
Levinska got a fingertip on it. That'll leave 7 seconds for Lithuania to get a shot up once we come back from a TV timeout. Lithuania have shown some fight to climb back in this. It was Czechia all over them early. We were talking about how well Czechia was playing. Had a 4-point lead.
Yeah, it looked like they were firing on all cylinders, and it kind of ground to a halt. Lithuania's up their defense, kind of the same as yesterday in their first and second game, actually. Stepping up on the defensive end, suffocating the other team out of shots and getting a rebound and getting their own shots up.
So not only do the Lithuanian women have a chance to lock down a berth in the semifinals, we'll see the men's team also take a shot at getting to the semis. They'll play Belgium in that quarterfinal. One of 2 men's quarterfinals remaining.
Should be a good game.
Yeah. Then we'll also see Team France and Austria go toe-to-toe in the men's competition. That's following this one immediately.
Should also be a good game. Got nothing but good games for you guys.
Quarterfinals. It's the quarterfinals, y'all. Yalla, yalla.
Yalla, yalla. Well, we got 2 free throws coming up for Levinska. Fouling the Lithuanian women.
Eat them both. You know this, Boz. A lot of times games are won or lost at the free throw line.
Yeah, and it also shifts the momentum. If you can get 1 or 2, especially 2, well, you feel more confident.
You do realize that's the first free throw missed by Czechia in the entire tournament.
Yes.
So they're up to 12 for 13. That one looked like it was online. The looks are deceiving sometimes. Special K will get another look, and that time it's a misfire again. Shulska will reset the Lithuanian offense. Got a defensive foul. 9th on Czechia.
And it's been a physical game, but too physical on both ends. We got 8 fouls on Lithuania, 9 on Czechia. At a time where you don't want to put the Lithuanian women on the free throw line, they give Shulska 2 easy shots.
.327 left. Gabriela Shulska looking to put Lithuania in front again, and she will do it. Nothing but cloth, but a slim lead. Czechia got to get this train back on the track. Mental miscues, that one thrown away.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of stress with the Czechia women's team right now. Miscues, fouls, tossing the ball away.
Possessions are at a premium. Boz, you got a new hat?
I do.
Who gave you that?
The DJ.
Oh, nope. That is not a fit.
I'm going to try to see if I can fit this without the headset.
Oh, you're going to force it, Boz. Look, you couldn't fit that hat at 6.
I'm trying, bro.
You certainly ain't get that on.
I'll get you guys a picture at some point if it fits.
Boz, you got to give that one to me. What's wrong with you? Special K. Let me see if I can fit it.
All right. Well, Kyle's trying on that hat. Shotalova tries on that hook shot. That ain't working out, though. Oh, you better take my spot then, because I'm in the sun. Now you got a hat on, too. It looks good on you, too.
Boz, I gotta see how it looks. Oh, yeah, I kind of look like Carmelo Anthony with this hat on.
You do. You do. I am moving over to the side because I am not catching any shade on the seat I was sitting on.
No, here, Boz. Take the hat back.
No, I don't fit it. My noggin's too big.
All right.
You know I'm about a 7'5".
Have it your way. Oh, Natsi's Kaite misses the layup. She wanted a whistle. She does not get it, and so Levinska does not get a bucket. Czechia is still trailing this thing by 2 as we approach the 2-minute mark. The Lithuanian coaching staff are on their feet. It was fun to watch as the game sometimes. Foul on the inside. Look at Coach Danis over there.
That is one of the more emotional coaches you'll see out here for sure.
Got to look at his vertical. I'll say it's about 44. He's jumped out of his seat.
He is straight up screaming.
So far, though, Czechia still in this game thanks to a strong start. But it ain't how you start, Boz. It's how you finish. How you finish.
Well, for Lithuania, just keep plugging away and keep doing what you've been doing, right? They've been playing well. They've been playing some good defense, and they got Czechia a little rattled.
For Czechia, you got to calm down. You got to go back to what made you good in the first place. Team basketball, shots from the outside, a good balance, and some good screening. They haven't been back to that. They've been trying to get it going through one-on-one action, which is what happens when you get stressed a little bit. You try to, take matters into your own hands and, try to solve things by yourself. Team basketball wins some games, though. Also, both teams need to stop fouling. 18 fouls in 8 minutes. That's a lot.
Not exactly fun to watch a hack fest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a free throw exhibition for the most part, the better part of the last couple of minutes. Lithuania winning that. Latvia down in the basement. Shotalova with the speed burst. It doesn't get her composure at the rim. Does poke it away. Rylikova saves it. 3-on-2 advantage. Naisis Kaite was getting out to the 2-point line. Got a whistle. Oh, no foul. Shot clock issue. So sharp recognition from official Talisena, who saw that the shot clock wasn't moving.
Yeah, he's sharp. I know why too.
Why's that?
You know how we take the bus back after games?
Yes.
He walks. After a long day of calling games, he just walks it off. Up the stairs too, because we got to go up to the hotel.
I think all the officials are walking back.
Yeah, well, that's tough.
That's how I guess they all stay sharp. Okay. Shot clock is where it is supposed to be. Almost. They're gonna have 4 seconds. 4 seconds to shoot. They get it to Special K. Oh!
In and out again.
So as a shooter, those don't help the percentages, but you know if you just make a slight adjustment, down that next shot is very likely gonna be good. 18-13, Lithuania looking good. Naisis Kaite and Rylikova. Off the mark and long, Rylikova. Will drive, will dish. Levinska going to the post against the larger Lavukaine. Manages to find Rylikova for the bucket. Out of bounds it will go as Lithuania will throw it away. Not safe yet. They have not made it out of the woods. It is 18-14. That means 2 possessions and 1:05 to go. Possession arrow belongs to Czechia right now. Shotalova would have been a big 2. Instead, it'll go out of bounds. So just a minute left in our last ladies quarterfinals. The semifinal games will be officially solidified in the next 56 ticks, maybe less. Lithuania is closing in. Shosuke using clock. 6 to shoot. Naisis Kaite with Levinska in defense. Naisis Kaite. She fires long range. Misses everything. But at this point, even without a score, it's a winning possession for Lithuania if they can use all 12 seconds on the shot clock. 42 seconds left on the game clock. 4-point lead. Defense, oh, there it is. Lavukaine sent her packing at the rim. So an out-of-bounds challenge. Initially ruled out of bounds on Lithuania. They'll take a closer look at the scorers table and make a decision. At the very least, it buys Lithuania some time to catch their breath. Same for Czechia. But no better time than now for Czechia to get that 2-pointer going. Maybe they look for Katarina Rylikova. She's made some huge shots in her young career to this point. She needs a couple of big ones. Challenge is lost. Excuse me. Early start for us today. But we going strong. Boz getting set up for the post-game interview. Galichkova, they did try to get her a look. Just miscommunication. Vinchik and Galichkova not on the same page. Every possession critical. So expect Lithuania to use some clock. Unless they get an easy look like that, why not? Skuska takes her to the crib and then Shotolova steps out of bounds. This game is not officially in the bag, but it's just a matter of time, not a matter of if. This will be a Lithuania win.
20 seconds left, Lithuania.
Skaite and Labukaine connect. Final 10 seconds. Tick off as Ralikova heaves one up. Labukaine to Special K, down low, Shusuke puts it away at the horn. They do get there. Look at the energy. Totally different here in the quarterfinals for Lithuania. I'll be smiling too with the semifinals in their near future. 21-14. Lithuania is moving on. Semifinals are officially set in the women's competition. So Lithuania remain unbeaten. Found themselves in a battle early. But from the midway point on, they were by a long shot the better team. Without a doubt. Boz Rosendahl standing by with our winners, Special K. How you feeling, Miss Lady?
Camille, congratulations on that win. You guys got down a little bit early, but fought back. What happened?
I think it was just teamwork, you know. I think we worked together very well at the end of the games, and I think that worked for us, you know, just sticking together. And, you know, I wasn't making shots, but the girls were doing everything they could, and I'm really proud of them.
All right, so look, you got your man sitting behind you in the stands with your jersey on. Look at him. Yeah. Talk about how much that means to you, though.
Oh, that means everything. You know, having him cheering and supporting and vice versa, I think he means the world to both of us, and I really appreciate him for that.
All right, well, great. Hey, good luck in the semifinals. Congrats.
Oh, isn't that heartwarming? Van der Horst and Nazi Skaite embracing a lovely sight after a lovely win for Lithuania. Dimes is rocking. He traded in his Netherlands jersey. His team came up short in the quarters against Serbia, but now he can just spend the rest of his day cheering for Special K and her squad. They are in the semifinals. They will meet up against rival Spain. Take a look at the highlights in this one as we will get ready for our final two men's quarterfinals. And we'll see the Lithuanian fellas against the Belgian fellas on deck, followed by France and Austria. Those games, that next game slated to get underway very quickly. As we're a little bit behind schedule, so expect them to hit the court here very soon. I'm gonna step off and get a sip of water. I hope y'all don't mind, but the action will continue here in just a few moments. All right, those are the women's semis. Portugal, Netherlands, Spain, Lithuania. Those are the four that are remaining that will be aiming at gold.
Gold.
Gold. Losers in the semifinals, by the way, will play in the third place game for bronze. So Things look bright for all of the teams still competing. Still got some things to be settled. On the men's side, we're going to look at both squads, Lithuania and Belgium. Lithuanian men 2-0 against the 1-1 Belgium squad. They're getting ready to hit the court. Boz, what are you thinking? Who do you like in this matchup? Who do you think has the biggest advantage in this one?
This is a toss-up to me. I think Lithuania showed some very dominant play, but again, I've grown accustomed to them playing very well on the first day of play and not really living up to that on the second day of play. Look, they have the talent to actually get the medals here, maybe even the gold. I'm just curious to see which Lithuanian team we're going to see coming out today. If they're sharp, they can win. If they're not, Belgium's got the firepower, so I don't know.
Tell you what, I like this. I like the Lithuanian squad this year. I think Šarūnas Vingelis is a difference maker. Of course, you have a proven star in the Uzi Marius Užupis. I think Aurelius Bukelis is playing the best 3x3 of his career right now. And Ivaldis Jalgis he's an ideal player because he can fit with any team. His skill set is transferable, and that's the reason why the Lithuanians are so lethal. Speaking of lethal, I think you got the better shooting team, at least on paper, with the Belgium squad as they take the court with Dennis the Menace Donker. To Bolt Vervoort, Must-See TV is back. The Vault, Brian De Vault, and Yofo. Jonas Fords, of course, still working on a nickname for him.
Yofo.
Hey, that's a hood nickname. You wouldn't know about it. Yofo.
All right.
Anyway, as they get warmed up here, these two teams are familiar with each other, very familiar. And Lithuania is getting used to beating the Belgians in all the national competitions, including the Olympic qualifying tournament, I should clarify. They're 4-0 against Belgium head-to-head. A 21-18 win over Czechia for Lithuania, a 21-13 win over Germany for Lithuania. For Belgium, their win was huge over Cyprus, 22-3. But then they lost to Latvia 15-22, so with that one fresh in their mind, they'll look to get that bad taste out of their mouth. There's the Uzi, Marius Užupis, coming in out of group play as a double-digit score, 10 points for him. Bukelis is the top bucket getter for his squad, Must-See TV, also coming in with 10. But he's a guy that can average, type of player that can average 10 a game. See what Vervoort and company bring in this one. Quarterfinal number 3 for the men. I mentioned Bukelis leading the way for Lithuania. He's got 14 points. Knocked down 50% from long range. Averaging 3 rebounds per game.
Yeah, if there's any knock on his game this tournament, it's that he only's getting 3 rebounds a game, right? He usually gets about 5. But he has been beasting down there, and there has been nobody strong enough to stop him from getting buckets down low.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Bukelis should average 5 rebounds a game.
He should, for sure. And then look at this Belgian team. They're made up out of 3 shooters and a slasher in the Volk. And I think the Volk has, the grit to maybe hold his own against Bukelis. The other guys, though, are a bad matchup for that big man.
This much is true.
Let's see how this match develops.
We'll find out in the next 10 minutes.
After we get the scoreboard fixed.
Yep. Donker with 11 coming out of group play. Fords also with 11. So the balance is evident with this Belgium team. To Bolt Vervoort with 10. So they spread it around a good bit. But with Belgium, as always, it will come down to their shooting. If they can find consistency, particularly behind the 2-point arc. Lithuania, I believe, the top 2-point shooting team coming out of group play. 7-14 as a team, 50%.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I know we're not keeping track of the mid-range percentage, but I think Vingelis by himself kind of locked that up.
Yeah, well, we include mid-range, anything inside the arc.
Yeah, true.
Well, Belgium 54% inside the arc. Lithuania, 84%. They made 21 of 25.
You already know whose Kanto that's on.
Galis.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah, also.
Oh, Buchanis. Yes. He has the highest percentage buckets. We ain't gonna see any buckets, at least at the moment. The scoreboard does not want to participate.
Nah, I'm seeing some buckets though. On your head.
I'm rocking the bucket hat. Ain't like the people at home could ever. They're ever gonna see us. With the voices of mystery.
Hey, we can throw some stuff on the gram right now. I don't mind.
They need to designate a camera to us. It's an entertaining. It's a viewing experience. That's to see Boz up here picking his nose all day long. He's chomping on chicken wings and cheeseburgers between plays.
I'm not the one looking like Usher right now. You got the bucket hat and the glasses, so I'm sorry, but
my way. All right, we got one underway. Bukeles, he got the hook up. Holla if you hear me.
It's a big hook, catching some big fish out there.
So the Monstar, he woke up in beast mode. Again, 84% inside the arc for Lithuania. Vervoort trying to find Forts. Jalgis fouls him.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see Ford shift to a screener role when he's in this lineup with Donkor and Vervoort. He is the biggest guy out there, but he's used to being outside and shoot.
The menace to must-see TV. Vervoort, he's firing at will. I mean, he was very patient in his shot selection and group play. I think that they probably talked and they said they want to see him more aggressive.
Oh, he is the X factor.
Donker, Blau. 2 goes down, it's 2 up. So as dominant as Lithuania can be on the inside, I'll say it again, Belgium's one of those teams that they just get a spark from beyond that 2-point arc, they can catch flame.
Yeah, and they're again one of those teams too, if they catch some momentum, it's so tough to stop them. They have 3 lethal shooters on the court. Navalk as a disruptive presence as well as a rim attacker. It's a very tough team to stop once they are firing on all cylinders. Now it's just a matter of them getting there though. And I think Lithuania might just have the disruptive defense that prevents that. I'm not sure. What do you think?
I agree with whatever you say.
That's why they brought me in.
But there's some recent history, Boz. I keep going back to the World Tour just a week ago in Debrecen. 3 of these Lithuanian players in Vingelis, Užupis, and Bukelis, they represented Raudon Vadar's Hoptrans and beat Antwerp Top Desk 21-19 in the semifinals. This is the exact Antwerp Top Desk team minus Vervoort. So actually the players that you see on the court, Jalgis is there.
Yeah.
The point is
they are very familiar with each other.
They're very familiar with each other, and a close game. Antwerp, though, did not have DeValk. He was there, he was present, but he was injured.
Yeah, he's still walking around that bum ankle. He actually, he had it fixed up a little bit in the last week and a half or so. Playing with tape, it is still a bit purplish, but he seems to be moving well.
He's fighting his way through. Shout out to my guy, Julian above the rim. He's my brother from another mother. He's been watching the Europe Cup action. I don't even know where Ju is right now. He's somewhere probably vacationing. And I think Vince Chang is with him maybe.
He's in New York, I think.
Oh, is he? He must be in NYC. What up, Ju? What up, Vince? What up, Bukelis? Monstar, stronger than no deodorant. He gets the bucket and the foul. He will head to the line. Chance for a 2-point play. Bukelis is good for 7 a game, if not more. Coming off an MVP performance in Debrecen after Raudon Vadar's Hoptrans picked up the W and $40,000 US. Not playing for money out here, playing for the pride of the country on their chest. Foul on is that on Bukelis?
Bukelis just tossed him.
Can't do that. ball. Well, Vavort blew a tire. So the play they had initially designed ends in a Fords heave from Tulane. Now Fords, he takes the assignment defending Pukelis.
No, bit of a miscue there. Actually, both teams had a bit of a miscue in a row.
4-2 contest. Oh, Vavort, he's out of there. Rocks the rim. Nobody home. Set up by a nice screen. Oh, Vavort, though, picks up a bit of a ticky-tack foul. That one wasn't exactly necessary. But take a look at must-see TV. Jalgis. That's the one maybe weak part of his game. Not the most consistent two-point shooter. Nope. Maybe they play some drop coverage on Jalgis. Oh, Jalgis got his ankles loosened up on the step back, but Donker didn't finish it off. They're going to go down to the post office. As Bukatis will get it to Vingalis. Misses the 18-footer. Foul on the inside.
Smart foul by Donker. He was out of position. Jalgis is going to get the rebound and get an easy putback. Donker fouled him on the floor, though, so it'll be a check up top.
Oh, yeah.
A smart play.
So Vavort and Bukalis both getting tangled up a little bit. Reminder, if you...
This is an odd way to start a possession. Think about it. I think you want to have the Volk guard Bukalis, and they have Vavort on him to start the possession. Probably scouted this play and knew there was going to be a switch.
The Volk is down. I think he took an elbow to the back of his cranium.
Yeah, and they're going to check it out. Bukalis stretched out that monster arm of his and wrapped it around the head of...
It's like a tentacle.
Yeah.
Now, they're going to take a closer look at this because the Volk is still shaken up. And another one of those inadvertent arm swinging.
Yeah, but if we have to go by what we saw earlier, this might just be an unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure.
I'd like to get one more look at it. I mean, it was contact above the shoulders. So official Talisainen will take another look. Here we go. Here's the replay. And you can see Bukalis using the off arm to clear him.
Yeah. He tried to wrap it around him, but he got it up a little too high.
Okay. That's ruled a common foul.
Okay.
And not on Bukalis.
Well,
that foul was red.
That's that hurts double on the Volk, for sure.
Uzi to the dog, Jalgis. To the Monstar. Uzi's going to empty the clip. We'll have to reload. Follows the miss, sets up Jalgis for the score. 2-point advantage for Lithuania. The menace to must-see. Must-see TV. Tries to find Fords, is broken up.
Yeah, against a handsy player like Jalgis, that lob pass is never going to work. He's always going to get in between that. He is so active.
Yep, he's like the Energizer Bunny. He keeps going and going and going and going. This one's going up and it's going down as well. A double dip from Dennis the Menace. Foul underneath. That one called on Donker.
Yeah, another business decision there by Dennis, who got stuck on a seal. You don't want to give up an easy point like that, so he just put the ball back in the check situation with that foul.
Vingalis, yes, 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 7-5. Now Vingalis, he gets called for the foul. That is only the third. He's claiming that he was getting hooked. Nobody's guilty. Nobody's guilty if you're coming from a player's perspective. A lot of finger pointing.
Yeah, well, I think if we don't get a replay on that, huh? It's just Bukalis monster mashing down there. No, but you know, you never know who that foul's on. You can see an arm going across the Volk's body. You can also see the Volk reaching up a little bit.
Yeah, not certainly. I agree with the call.
Looked like the Volk might have just grabbed an arm there, but I don't know.
There's always some pushing and shoving and grabbing. And, these players are crafty, especially the players that have been playing for a long time. The officials have to keep a keen eye on the action as fast as it's going. Good D from Jalgis. Another whistle though. Back-to-back fouls on Lithuania here. Galis is the culprit. He defends Fords as the Belgians open the possession. Fords now. They've done a good job containing Fords, who's a knockdown two-point shooter. Speaking of knockdown two-point shooters, well, never mind. Vort having some reception issues. I see TV. DeVault, I like your cut, G.
And DeVault must be going to that good barber. I like the way Bukelis is staying with people on defense, though, for being as big as he is.
Oh, yeah. That's a foul. Jalgis is hacked. That is the 6th on Belgium. Shooting foul, obviously, for Jalgis. So Evaldas Jalgis of Team Marion Pelé Mantiga on the World Tour. A new iteration of both teams here at the Europe Cup. He's a welcome add to this year's team. Good defense on, it don't even matter. All up in his retina. The menace giving it to Jalgis. Ujupis. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Uzi. Contested shot. You laughing at that one.
Oh, that's a back scratcher right there, but from two.
That is exactly what he's got a back scratcher release on a shot. Usually the back scratcher's a dunk.
Yep. I'm just in awe of the fact that he hits a shot like that. He's such a good shooter with that, might I say, awkward form.
It's like a medieval catapult. Yes.
Right.
Oh, shit.
I should be trying to shoot like that. You should be too.
Well, if I could shoot it like Uzupas could shoot it.
Ask him to give you some form training.
It might be worth some consideration. Jalgis, in the meantime, is good at the line.
That's also in 12-9.
I think I got a nickname for Evaldas Jalgis.
What is it?
Evil Knievel.
Oh, that is a good one.
What do you think about that?
I like that. That's a real good one.
Evil Knievel. Y'all let me know if y'all want that to stick out there in the
I
way.
do.
All right, my partner in crime says he does, so I think it's settled. Forge just blew the crib. Oh, that ain't even fair.
Nope. That is a big mismatch.
Ooh, Dunkel with the adjustment. No, but he missed it. Belgium trailing by 4 as we approach the midway point. Lithuania again 2-0 coming into our final day of play. Looking strong as Schwarzenegger. There's Ujupis with the back scratcher. And the Uzi, he's shooting like he's got a scope on that thing right now. 15-9, Lithuania is lit right now.
Lithuania breaking this game wide open on the back of some Ujupis back scratching shots.
He got that Bill Cartwright release. But it's the right stroke.
It is, you're right.
He's actually a lefty.
I'm going to say he might win a rowing contest with that one.
And again, as I'm reminded, and I'll remind you, I said it earlier, they were the best two-point shooting team coming out of group play, 50%. Thank you, Chusco. Oh, look at this. You see Ujupis and DeVault. with her arms locked up. Who's to blame?
Both. I'm going to go ahead and say both.
6th foul on Lithuania. 6-point game. And a double foul. Yeah.
Both players are holding on to each other, and the Volk pushed off to try to gain possession there. Or position, I mean, sorry. Referee Dalisainen not having any of that. Who's the bonus right now? Belgium, they better find a way to get some twos up because they're not finding a lot of easy offense, really easy offense.
With the quickness, Michaelis handled the ball. Michaelis will handle the shooting for this possession. That one off the iron into Must-See TV's hands. They'll get it over to Forts quickly. Well, Forts got to start firing that thing. Oh.
He fired that, but an offensive foul was called first.
See that a lot. Well, Fort actually needed to knock one down. He ends up hitting one, but a whistle just before. 9 fouls on Belgium. An uncharacteristic defensive game for them as they'll be in the double penalty with the next defensive foul. They ain't been able to do nothing with Upis. He is a problem child, out of control. Prozac couldn't stop him. Nobody there to stop Forts. Michaelis. Monstar draws the foul. There's the 10th.
And double bonus for Belgium, who are in a tough spot right now. Down 5 points. 2 free throws coming up for the Monstar and possession for Lithuania because we are in double bonus. It's a very rough spot to be in.
And a pretty good free throw shooter with Michaelis at the line. He will knock down the first. Michaelis at the charity stripe so far in this competition. Let's see where he's standing at with the updated stats. Michaelis at 67%. Possession back to the Lithuanians.
Off the pass.
Oh, the big fella's still eating. Lithuania, they're about to shut the door on the Belgians. A blowout for Fort. No, Donker. Back over to Must-See, back over to the Menace. The Menace with a quick move. Cannot track down the rebound, but Fort will. Forts. Two's got to start going up for the Belgians. I think they should suspend the driver's license altogether with 3:35 to go. And almost exclusively look for some twos to get them back in the game, but I am not sure it's going to make much of a difference. What a performance. Lithuania. Emphasis on the Lithuania. They've been on fire in this one, and they have not looked back. Big lead over the Belgians. So one more quarterfinal in the men's competition left after this. Forwards can trim into it a little bit, but you don't see a comeback of this magnitude hardly ever. Maybe 2 or 3 times in 3x3 history. We did see Serbia down 12-18. Their first pool play game, but this is 19-12. And another push. That means 2 more free throws upcoming and possession for Lithuania. Valdis Jalgis, Evil Knievel. He could end it with 2 makes. Jalgis gets the first one to go.
You need only one more.
And this free throw could have semifinals written all over it. Yep. It is solidified. It is set. Lithuania going to the semis. Belgium going back to the hotel early. 21-12. Lithuania 3-0 here in Jerusalem, as they set their sights on what would be their first European gold medal if they can get there. With a dominant performance, I think, out of all the men's teams. They've been consistent, the most consistent, and the most dominant. Got to give them their credit where it's due. Lithuania looking great. Women's team is playing on, as is the men's team. 18 countries represented to start this competition. And I think down to 4 left. So they are hyped. They are lit. The Lithuanians. A lot to be proud about. Marius Užupis will go courtside and meet Bas Rosendahl. Let's get his thoughts.
How's the voice?
Yeah, it's not so wet inside.
It's okay, it's okay. Marius, congratulations. That's a big, big win. How's your confidence after this game?
I don't know what to say. We play so hard. We play with our hearts. Our roster is a little bit changed. We have 3 big guys now. We try to use them and it works. So it's, I don't know, it's good. It's good for us. Really amazing, amazing.
You guys are looking unbeatable so far in this tournament. What did you do to prepare for this Belgium team?
We watched they good shooters, so we try to take off them, but don't care. Shots, crazy shots made. I think 3 or 4 2-pointers. So sometimes it works, sometimes it's not, but this time it works. I think so.
Hey, you had some 2-pointers yourself. That technique's looking crisp. I need some lessons, man. You teach me.
Maybe one day. Come to Lithuania. I will show you how to shoot.
We'll come there. Thank you. Good luck.
All right, Bas got the invite. We're gonna learn the catapult. We're gonna call that the catapult or the Cartwright. Whatever y'all choose. Whatever it is, it's money. Užupis was shooting. Lithuania hitting on all cylinders against a dangerous Belgium team, and it was the Lithuanians who put on the shooting clinic. What you know about that? I know that this was an impressive win for Lithuania. 21-12. We'll find out who their semifinal opponent will be with our last men's quarterfinal. France and Austria on deck. Don't you dare go nowhere, as we'll get that one underway here in just a minute or two, as we'll wrap up the first half of the day's action and set our men's semifinals and get ready for a thrilling conclusion for the rest of our day. Enjoy the rest of the highlights. We're back to it here in a few minutes.
And then also with Serbia, 2021.
Men's quarterfinal, number 4, coming your way. They got Hugo Boss on Team France. Hugo Schuhard. Dude scored 16 points coming out of group play.
You surprised me with his shot and his shot creating ability.
57% from the deep end, Boss. He leads Team France with Leopold Cavalier, Lucas de Soulier, and Timothy Vergiat. They beat Croatia 21-12, and they beat the Netherlands 21-13. France come in looking strong. Austria was looking strong against Serbia. They end up losing that one in just a heartbreaker. More on that later. But first, let's give you some faces to go with those names I just gave you for Team France. your 6th seed here in this 8th edition of the Europe Cup. There they are, Leo Cavalier. Leading scorer, Hugo Suhard, Lucas de Soulier, Timothy Vergiat. New iteration of the French team this year. We're going to see if it pays dividends for their federation. Meantime, here come Team Austria, looking a little different as well this year. I think it's Enis Murati.
All right, he nice, huh?
But we're going to call him He Nice.
Yeah.
He Nice, Murati. Philip the Hammer Kramer, the Madman, Matthias Lenortner, and Berna, Nico Carlton Berna. Again, Austria, they picked up a 21-10 win over Israel, but they had the game against Serbia in their hands. Yasmina Juras and Marcos Michaelides. They are the officials for this last quarterfinal. I'm ready to officially get this one underway. Head-to-head, France own a 3-0 advantage in the Europe Cup and World Cup stage. There's a World Cup bronze medalist in Leo Cavalier coming in with 13 points. He's the 2nd leading scorer on this France team. Keep an eye on him. But you always got to keep an eye on the burner. Nico Carlton Burner with 8 points. I will be honest, he has shot it better from long range. But they live to fight another day. Great opportunity here in front of them. He's Carlton Brunner actually 3rd on the scoring charts for Austria. But Nortner coming in with 12, and He Nice with 12 as well. Shout out to the Austrian 3x3 account. Dropping that jewel for me, that nickname. I appreciate y'all. That's 3x3 Basketball Austria. Give them a follow. All right, here we go. Kyle Montgomery, Boz Rosendahl in your ear.
Yep.
And he turns on the burners. Carlton Brunner gets the scoring started for Austria. So 6th place finish for Austria at the Europe Cup 2022. Same at the World Cup this year. They rocked him, but couldn't rock it from the suburbs. Vergiat down low. De Soulier, smooth.
I like his versatility. He is big, he's pretty long, but he can go outside and shoot it and bang inside and get you a bucket.
There we go. Vergiat, double cross, lefty scoop, no. Leo Cavalier. Oh, what happened with that pass? Somehow it ends up in Nortner's hands. He makes it count. Here's Cavalier with 13 points. Had a big performance with 9 points in that win over the Netherlands. He Nice. Spins free. Took that man to school. You're going to learn today. It's 3-3. No. He goes so hard with the rock. Suhard to the baseline.
Oh,
shooter's touch. One-point game. France in front. Minute in. No shortage of scoring. Both teams. finding a way to put the round thing in the round thing. Oh. Whistle. Muratti, he was behind the 2-point line. Again, Muratti coming in after a solid performance coming out of group play. Averaging 6 points per game. 83% from the free throw line, 38% from long range. He gets the first of 2 to go down.
Second shot, Muratti. 1 point to Austria, first France.
It's an interesting matchup to me, Cavalier and the Hammer. Curious to see if Philip Kramer can keep Cavalier off the backboards.
Well, you see they got Cavalier in the switch now. I would have gave him the ball. He's going to take it anyway. Oh, Hugo, faster than Cavalier. Picking up where he left off yesterday. Oh, the Hammer, it's hammer time. He treated Cavalier like a nail. Oh, back-to-back buckets.
You gotta start calling Cavalier the janitor because he's cleaning up all the mess.
Cavalier going to the spin. Oh, wait a minute. That whistle came from my peripheral. I didn't see the call there.
That bucket had probably gotten away, huh?
Maybe that or this big umbrella in front of me.
Yeah, well, that big umbrella is needed. We're out of the sun because of that thing, which helps.
Possession to Austria, nursing a 2-point lead at the moment. France very efficient inside that arc, 85%. They've connected on, only 4 misses coming out of group play. Cavaliers had a hell of a lot to do with that. Not too bad from long range either as a team. 7 of 18 is Team France.
That's pretty good.
Austria 8 of 24 by comparison. Also keep an eye on the percentage of possessions that they take twos for France. They take twos on 40%. Oh, he goes so hard defensively too.
Suhard threw that back to the Alps.
He threw it back like retro Jays.
I like that one. Yep, gotta give you credit. That's a very good one.
Thank you, boss.
You were gonna do Jay-Z.
Did you? Yeah, man. It's your boy. No. Stop playing with you, boss. I'm gonna stop playing with you, boss. You know, it's
I don't have that. Yeah, I like it though.
7-5. We're not playing no games. This is serious business right now.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we forgot to mention Berner burnt Austria for their fourth foul.
That is true. The French women feeling the burn right now. They are watching the men's team, but maybe the shock of the day. No, not maybe.
No, that is the shock of the day.
Certainly the shock of the day. Team Portugal beat the French women, who are the #1 seed, defending champs. And they are spectators for the rest of the day. De Soulier, that was deeper than daddy issues.
It's making us all spectators.
7-7.
7 minutes left. 7 points to each team.
7-7. These teams going back and forth like a debate. Right now it's a stalemate, 7-7, and another whistle, which is going to be just the third on Le Bleu.
All right, who would you say has the better facial hair, though, Austria or France?
Now we're judging facial hair.
Well, we got Team Beard versus Team Stash, though.
Team Beard versus Team Stash. I'm gonna go with Team Stash.
Yeah.
It's just more uniform.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, TV timeout. Okay, hey, you don't get no closer than this.
Nope.
This is tighter than the aerobics clothes. As we head into our first break, 7-7. Great way to close the quarterfinals here. Of course, Lithuania awaiting the winner of this contest. I think either one of these teams, that's going to make for a hell of a matchup in the semifinals.
Yeah,
good thing about the final day, Boz, is it always gets better as the day wears on. Semis are usually better than the quarters, and the finals are normally the cherry on top, so to speak. So
finals will age me about 5 years for sure.
Oh man, we ain't sitting down when we get to the finals, Boz.
Nope, we're not.
I know that's right. 1 point game. Hugo, Cavalier, ooh la la. Off the glass, great touch. So he's a mixture of brawn and finesse. But yeah, he got a little touch. Vergiat lost it in. Cavalier is a dominating force.
He is finishing at such a high clip. All they have to do is kind of toss it up to the hoop. He grabs that and puts it back in.
You're gotta call the National Guard to stop him after a while. But he is picked, like I said, 9 points in that win over the Netherlands. We saw what he did to them. He's doing the same to Austria right now, but France only lead by 1. So Austria's done a good job fighting back, but it's Cavalier. Man, he is putting on the show. We just spectators. Enjoy the view.
And they go back to Dusaudier. Another 2 for the French.
Bang, bang. 13-9 game. Foul on the inside on Dusaudier. .552 left. I would say, out of the men's teams, Lithuania certainly, and France with this 4-point lead. Two strongest looking men's teams that I've seen in the competition.
Yeah, you're right about that, especially with Cavalier putting in work like 9 to 5. I don't know, they look tough to beat.
Putting in work like the weekend is up. He just punched the clock, and so far, his team enjoying a 2-point lead. Look at the defense there from Nordner.
He has to make up for the disparity in size and length with some physical play, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Cavalier, he is more than a handful for anybody trying to defend him. He clears some space for Vergiat. He's going to misfire. Suhart with a save. Oh, wow. Oh la la, c'est ouf. Magnifique from the Frenchman. The hustle leads to the bucket. 15-11. Les Bleus on the attack again. Vergiat making the move, and Kramer kicks that out of bounds.
Kramer acting like he's on Red Bull Salzburg.
What the heck is that?
That's a football team.
Oh, hey, you're talking to an American here.
I'm sorry, a soccer team.
No, I mean, we aren't so into football.
Now you guys are.
American football.
Ever since Messi came over.
True, that's true. Step back, created some space in the relationship. It ain't over yet, but it's on the brink.
Need some Murati magic if Austria wants to get out of this hole. Good bucket.
Not out of reach. That may be the only way to stop Cavalier right now. Cavalier is hacked, and he'll go up to the line.
He's playing out of his mind right now, just carrying his team.
He's got the shoulders for it, boss.
He does.
Cavalier, too strong at the line. Dusoulier, though, uses that length. Great combination of size and speed on this French team. We talked about it yesterday. They're going to continue to feature Leo. Houseway. Oh, travel. That's how.
He tried to spin out of that, took a little bit too many steps.
Credit the defensive play, kind of pulled the chair on him a little bit. Hammer. Lenortner, Hammer was open. Lenortner missed him. Got it to him late. Down it. Hammer.
Hard layup.
Yeah, hard
Kramer.
layup. Oh. No. 4 minutes to play. I don't think we're going to play. We're going to hear the horn in this one with the clock at 0.
No.
I think that one of these two teams is going to get to 21. They've been scoring at a pretty good pace here. A TV timeout, the last TV timeout of this last quarterfinal. Both teams playing well, but France, they got Cavalier, and Austria have no answer for him right now.
He's playing out of his mind.
He's been the biggest mismatch in this contest. He's the X factor.
He's even hit a 2. That's just Skippy. Straight nuts.
He did hit a 2, didn't he? Oh, that's a poker reference. Let's go.
Is it a poker reference though? It's a peanut butter reference.
Okay, never mind.
You ever had Skippy? Skippy peanut butter. That's
sorry.
Straight nuts.
Boss, we have to discuss these at the lunch break.
Yeah, we will. I might have some peanut butter then.
Kick. Oh, there's the math man. Can he count to? No. That one called on Kramer. What's that number? Oh, that's 7. That's 7. Yeah.
That'll be 2 free throws.
Uh-oh.
Dusoulier stepping up to the line.
All right, Dusoulier at the free throw stripe, where France as a team has shot 75%. He's going to up that percentage. Looks to get France within a possession of winning this quarterfinal. Left stroke is good. Lead at 5 for France. And it's missed it. Cleared by Dusoulier. Team Mustache on the attack. Vergiat. That was no good. Blocked and sets up the shot from Vergiat. No. Ennis saves it. Kramer to Lenortner. Ennis, he's going to hit that one from Gratz. Long range. Deuce makes it a 3-point game. Vergiat using the Cavalier screen. Cavalier is down. The shot goes up. Vergiat puts the game on ice. Cold-blooded. 21-16. France, the last to advance to the semifinals. Austria's run will end here in the quarters. But a very, very strong French team led by Leo Cavalier. They will find themselves battling with Lithuania, maybe one of the best battles of the bigs that we got to look forward to in the tournament between Bukelis and Cavalier. You will not want to miss that one later. That's gonna end our quarterfinal stage. Of course, we're gonna hear from Leo. He's standing by, almost eye to eye with Boz Rosendahl. That's the two
Leo,
big dudes.
congratulations. Getting to the semifinals of this new look French team. Talk about you guys' goals going into this tournament.
Our goal was always the same, to bring back a medal to France. Now we're just one win away from doing that. And this group, which is pretty new, we qualified with this group, but it's pretty new. We are so bounded, like it's just walking like this. So we're really confident for the rest of the tournament.
I've been watching you guys play this year also on the pro circuit. You guys are getting better every single tournament. You specifically though, because you are having a hell of a tournament. Talk about this game. You are single-handedly beating them on the boards.
Thank you. Yeah, I know that's my role. I know we can win games with me making 2 points but taking like 6 boards. And everybody knows his role in this team, and that's why it's working well. We're getting better because we 5-on-5 players. We play only in the summer. So right now we are at the end of the summer, so we're pretty ready.
Hey, at the end of the summer, getting a medal wouldn't be bad, huh? Good luck in the medal rounds.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's right. The medal rounds are on the way. We'll get a chance to take a look at the highlights, and then we'll get you set up for the semifinals. Great job, Boz, on the post-game interviews, by the way. But a thrilling start to the final day of action here in Jerusalem. This is when the cream starts to rise, as they say, and the top teams begin to separate themselves. So the best 4 remain in both the men's and women's competitions. Semifinals. So it's only 3 obviously will walk away with medals. But everybody's got more 3x3 to go for the esteemed designation of being able to call themselves European champions. Cavaliers so dominant, and credit to Soulier for his play as well. Keep mentioning the collection of this French team. Again, they got a makeover for this version of the Europe Cup, and so far, so good. So hard, knock it down to 2 and Vergiat. Man, these guys look primed as we get primed for the semifinals. Now it's time for us to get a breather though, because we will take a session break after we show you the road to the semis for the men. Serbia and Latvia in an all-time classic clash between those 2 countries. Lithuania and France in the other semifinal for the men. So this is, look, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We will return at 5:30 local time to start session 2, semifinals, on into the medal games, gold medal game, and the bronze medal game. Man, make sure y'all join us then. But in the meantime, let's take a rest and reset for what should be a crazy finish to this 8th edition of the Euro Cup. We'll see you guys later.